You should restart the video or not?
It was such a natural start, man. Nah, just leave it. All right. Podcast on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes. See, I didn't want to start it unnaturally. All right. Here we go.
Wait, everyone shut up. Wait, give it like 5 seconds. You know, when you edit it, it doesn't look a bit natural. Okay?
Nah, it's not even edited. Like, you just want to start it.
Give it 5 seconds.
Start talking about like.
But we can't do this with them, bro. We're real.
No, that was on me. That was on me. That was on me.
No, you can't. Like,
This will be part of like the credits before, innit?
alright, cool.
Alright.
Okay, hold on.
So we had a very interesting day today. This is it, OdPod episode 3. We bought it international. We're in Bosnia, Herzegovina.
Episode 3 and we're already international.
Sanski most.
Joe Rogan, we're coming for you.
But nah, what I was saying, we had a very interesting day today. We actually went to pray for 7 more bodies that were found. And this is a genocide we're talking that happened about 30 years ago. So tensions, would you say, started in about 1990?
Yeah, like early 1990s.
About 1992, it went full blown for about 3 years.
That's when the proper war sort of started.
That's probably when it all like, when actual, I guess you can call that proper firing and stuff kicked off. But like a quick little backstory, is obviously we're from, well, a couple of us here are from Bosnia. Obviously, it all used to be part of a big set of countries called Yugoslavia. Quite strong in terms of on an international scale, from like military to sports and whatever. And then when the leader of Yugoslavia died, tensions essentially started rising. Obviously, people then started seeking some form of like independence. And then honestly, everyone just turned on themselves, because like, if you ask anybody here who's of an older generation, like they all used to like, coexist and live perfectly. But anyways, tensions started rising, people turned against themselves, and it's
a big deal for something that's never mentioned a lot.
Yeah, because if you guys, like, I'm sure a lot of you studied in the UK and stuff, like you were never taught about this really. Like it was maybe brought up every now and again, but
that's what we were saying about like that. Literally in school, it was always about the one that happened in World War II.
But this is the biggest genocide since then. Like, and obviously we all think it is a genocide, but even to this day, we have to fight for it to be called a genocide. And
history repeats itself once again.
It's happening
with
right
things
now.
happening right now,
Free Palestine.
And not being called a genocide again.
Yeah, it's a shame, but yeah. Anyways, so today we went and paid some respects to another set of bodies that were found. Obviously, literally every single year they're being dug up all over the country.
Finding bodies until now is insane.
And it's just over 30 years since, and we were talking about today actually, like just that closure that some people can get, because they're not obviously finding bodies, they're just finding bones and anything that they can match with DNA too. But at the same time, these family members, whether it be aunties, uncles, whoever it is, they're still getting some form of closure from it.
And it may not seem important in the big picture, but for them, like, it may actually make it that much like bit easier.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to remember, like, when first things started kicking off, families obviously separated from each other, and you can imagine having that picture, seeing your loved one, and you're seeing them get in a bus, go away, you know nothing of them for X amount of years, say this case 30 years on, you find whether it be a skull, a bone, whether it be a piece of clothing, and in essence it's almost as if you're sort of sending them off the right way, and as you touched on, you're getting a bit of closure, you know, like,
I
found the person.
We can never understand that, but actually just having a little moment for them, and actually knowing that they've been found, and confirming what happened to them almost.
Yeah, no,
I think more so we're looking at two different things, because the genocide that's actually linked to the war is the Srebrenica genocide, which is a town in eastern Bosnia, close to the Serbian border, where basically it's in essence the UN came in, declared the town a safe zone. So ultimately people are always going to go where they think it's a safe zone.
Of course.
Obviously the UN X, Y, and Z happened and no longer became a safe zone, and the man that's labelled the butcher of Bosnia by the name of Ratko Mladic, he managed to get within the town, within the I think it was a factory where a lot of people were being held. They'll be being held within the safe zone as the UN, and in essence he slaughtered all of them people, took them somewhere away into a field, slaughtered all of them people, and they dumped them in a mass grave site, dug up the grave, so they couldn't be found.
Yeah, that's what's
Obviously,
crazy. They were systematically trying to
Yeah.
cleanse,
Muslims.
hide, like it
We
wasn't
had
like
That's one part of the
100%.
war. But then when you're going further away into other parts of, say, example, where we're from, Sanski Most, and the area that's labeled the Kraina, which is like the I don't know how to describe it. It's like the outskirts almost.
yeah.
You're looking at another ethnic cleansing here. So the genocide happened within the town. It's still genocidal, but there was an ethnic cleansing here as well, where in essence they wanted to eradicate Muslims and basically rid what they think was their country of Muslims. It was all over land and sort of hatred to Muslims.
But it was there was a whole system in place for it. Like, it wasn't really like a coincidence. Like, it was carefully thought out. But today with one of my cousins, we had some interesting conversations. I know you had a few conversations with him. He, as he touched upon, he spoke a lot about like how they're still finding bodies to this day, and then I know it caught you, but how they're finding bodies still up in the mountains on like a yearly basis, which is just upsetting.
The craziest thing for me was when we were around all them graves, and usually, I was saying this to you guys earlier, but usually you go to a gravesite and you see years. You see a 70-year period
Older people,
or a 75-year period, and that's the norm. Like, do you know what I mean? You'd have a couple 50s. You'd see one or two kids that died in the gravesite. But this, I'm telling you, you'd look anywhere, you'd struggle to find above 30, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 32-year-olds. Like it was hard to find a time period above 30.
But it's an eye-opening one, because I think we so easily take everything for granted. Like, even us being out here right now, like, we are literally looking at graves of people who are similar age to us.
Yeah,
who just didn't get to lead any life through no fault of their own, just because of their religion. It's genuinely upsetting.
I probably know about the genocide because of you two, innit?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people I reckon you could ask, like, that wouldn't actually know about it.
No, 100%.
And like things like this can't. Do you know what I mean? They can't be.
It wasn't highlighted enough. Sort of. We're growing up on that. Obviously, we all went to the same school and stuff.
Yeah.
Not once in the history class was it mentioned.
That's what I was saying. Like, you'd learn about. It was all they had the curriculum about like how big this genocide was and how they almost taught you it. So like we could not let history repeat itself. Like Hitler was he was the criminal of the century. Do you know what I mean? And but what about this one that happened in the same century?
No, 100%.
Now you look at today, and
Even like
it's repeating
social
itself.
media,
Yeah.
social media, like whenever the 30th anniversary, so it's Insta or TikTok or whatever.
That's
it's
when
like
people
that
start
brings
to
it
know
back
about
up, and then like there's one Instagram account called Islamify.
Yeah.
Everyone must know it.
Yeah.
They posted the 30th anniversary, and wallah, all the comments were like, "It's my first time reading this."
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I remember someone talking about it, but I don't know any information. It was just like Instagram comments of
I genuinely
yeah.
wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for like Ish being like a close friend to me. Like, and I'm hearing him talking about
of course.
it. Like, I just wouldn't have heard about it.
When you think of it, you'd think of like something like 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. Like our parents have lived through it.
Yeah.
They've seen it on TV or they've heard about it on newspapers or whatever. They've heard of it on. Like 30 years is not like, bro, we're 23, so like
yeah,
it's nothing.
it's recent, man. It's
very,
so
very
recent.
recent,
But
yeah.
on like you've touched upon it a lot of like we've not known about, and you mentioned the social media stuff. Like, but we're currently witnessing the most like broadcasted slaughtering of people, and the world is just like letting it happen. And like I don't really like drawing comparisons, but you kind of have to in this sense. And we're literally going through the most broadcasted like injustice like that we've ever seen,
And they will justify it.
and they're trying to justify it.
Yeah, and they
Which is
will
insane.
and they will justify it. And like literally, history repeats itself now, and we're seeing them justify it again. I think, to be honest, the power of social media
It's crazy.
is as much as you could spread false information.
Yeah,
A lot of people can spread right information, and it can reach a lot of people. So I think we're in a
100%.
period where you can actually like. I think there are people who have woken up a bit.
100%.
I think a lot of people with this one have realized that.
yeah. A lot of people are flipping the script.
Yeah, no matter what reason it's for,
Yeah,
no matter what's happened, you can't justify what we're seeing on the news every day.
Yeah, it's right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know
And
what I mean? You can't. You're not being lied to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no one sort of twisting the media. You're seeing what's right in front of your eyes, and you're seeing the truth unfold. like another ethnic cleansing. They don't want to see Muslims on the earth. Like, do you know what I mean?
And you can imagine back when this happened was in 1995.
Yeah.
1992,
1992,
Yeah,
1995. I mean,
yeah.
it would have been on the news, but it wouldn't have been on the news like it is,
Nah, of course
like
not.
it is today.
Broadcasted that much,
Nah,
yeah.
exactly.
This is live stream, bro. This is
Nah,
man,
it's
them actually-
literally.
man, them on TikTok just live streaming Palestine and bombs and like
I remember I saw some like there was a lot of kids doing day 6 in Palestine and doing this. A lot of them doing it.
But it's
even so, their man is still so strong.
so
I
strong.
was literally gonna touch upon that now. Like,
it's
go look at the amount of people that have reverted
In
to
Europe,
Islam.
there's a stat. Yeah, there's
It's
like a
like,
crazy
bro,
statistic about it.
It's crazy, like
Yeah.
just from seeing kids,
Subhanallah,
mothers,
man.
aunties, grandparents, parents, men, everything, boys. They've seen their family just wiped off the planet, and then people are still reverting to Islam just because of what they're going through and their iman and like their taqwa and everything. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
100%. But it's a shame because in situations like this, as soon as any group of whoever you conform to within Islam, as soon as they respond or retaliate, they're labeled a terrorist.
That's
But,
like the crazy thing, isn't it?
But what in a sense, what's the West then? Are they not terrorists? Like, who are causing all of this, but you
Yes,
retaliate and you're considered a terrorist.
Of course.
Like,
100%.
honestly, it's a shame. But
do you remember
can
that guy
never-
that told us he doesn't want to bring any more children into the world? Do you remember that guy at work?
Yeah.
And
I
it's-
remember
it's-
exactly what happened. He basically said that he was talking about how worried he was about the world, and he genuinely like looked at us and said like I would be worried to bring a kid into this world.
He's got kids ready now.
Yeah, he's got a little girl, but he turned around and said to us, I don't want to bring any more kids into this world.
I don't know.
Which
Can
is
you
it
even
sounds
blame
crazy
him?
at first glance. When you actually look into it and you see how messed up this world is, bro.
Nah,
You
yeah,
realize
bro.
more the more you grow up, the more you realize, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
It's not
Can
easy.
even blame him, man.
But even tensions here with that stuff. Like we just went and had dinner now, and we saw a guy on the side asked us.
Wallah, this is the funniest moment in this whole holiday.
I don't know what to think of what we just
That was
experienced.
insane.
he
was hilarious.
he actually he said so he heard us talking in English, and he said he asked this year like in Bosnia, like, you look, where you from,
The
whatever.
standard stuff.
Yeah, and then we started talking to him. He started talking about how high his IQ was.
The IQ is 137 or something like that.
Yeah, and
Banging his face, man.
and then he said he said he spoke a lot of languages, and I said, oh, how come you speak a lot of languages? Like, it must be hard. Like, you travel a lot, blah blah. He said I was an ex-footballer. I said, wow, an ex-footballer, and obviously we're all big football fans here. So I asked him, well, who did you play for? And he responded with, what did he respond with?
He said, I'm not able to tell you. It's
For
for my
safety.
protection. And then he glances over at me and he's like, he knows what I'm talking about. So what actually happened there was he knew by the way that I was speaking and by the way I was acting, I'm a Muslim, and he told me he's from a town which is in now the Republic of Serbia. That's where he's from and born, and he ended up being a Serb because he's in such a high Muslim population country. He doesn't want people city town. He doesn't want people finding that out. So he said it's for my protection. He's like, he knows what I'm talking about.
And then this guy started bursting out laughing.
Wallah, I turned around like this, yeah. And wallahi, I think genuinely this is the funniest moment I've had on holiday. Like, but wallahi, my
Do you know what
ears
it
are
was?
crying.
It was just a bit like, it was a big aura farm, innit?
But it was unexpected as well.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
expect anyone to say
It
that.
was a big aura farm. Like, he got all
But then-
serious.
And then he tried to get onto the carbies as well, as you were saying. So like,
Yeah, bro,
Russian,
he came out with
innit?
some mad stuff. But this is what I mean. But see again how it sort of interlinks, bro. The hatred for Muslims,
from
bro.
a regular convo, from saying like where you guys from, how like you
Like
play
general
football, how do you find in Bosnia? It's nice like them, the two Bosnians are bringing you to their country.
and without trying the tensions from the like years from the
Yeah,
past,
got
they
made
just
apparent.
they got into the
Yeah.
A second
conversation.
later, they said, "Oh, there's a lot in the Karbis, or as he said, there's a lot of ninjas in Sarajevo."
Yeah, he said,
But they're all
they're all dirty people and stuff. But see what the mad thing is. He's speaking like that. I swear to God, if he didn't make that remark about his safety and he knows what I'm talking about, I would have said he's a normal man. He was a normal. I would have might have labeled him as a Muslim by the way he's talking because he talks exactly like us.
Yeah.
There's no sort of accent differences or word
Nah, of
differences.
course,
and
but I
stuff.
think that just shows that there's it's wrong to group people, but there's still hatred within these people's hearts. Because on the flip side of that, we had a completely different interaction with another guy who's labeled himself as Serbian.
I was literally just gonna say.
We went to a gun range the other day, and he was like, bro, we were literally talking about the war and everything, and he was just like, he was talking about how stupid it was. Like, we're all the same people. But I think, today's interaction, when you kind of compare it to that, it's like, it just shows that there's still hatred in people's hearts.
The guy at the gun range, he was right in essence, man. We all speak the same. Like, there's 3 ethnic groups in Bosnia.
So they all bleed the same blood, didn't he?
He said we all bleed the same blood. We're all basically the same people. Ethnic. Talking about makeup and not makeup, but then the makeup of us, the way we're built, the way we look, etc. He said we're all the same people. The only thing that separates us is faith, and that's the thing that sort of caused the war. But he's turned around and said to me, he's actually a Bosnian Serb, but he's labeled himself as a Serbian. He said we're Bosnians, but he said there's no differences between us.
No, but it's true. Like, we are the same people, just divided by religion. And I think if you look at
politicians, innit?
Yeah, but the thing is that they love divide. Like, the people in power, like the way that they end up prospering and making money, and like they love divide, and you still see it to this day.
Yeah.
But if you look at literally the general population here, like, bro, people can coexist here. Like, you see it in Sarajevo. You're seeing churches next to mosques. You're seeing imams next to nuns.
Sarajevo was very more diverse.
Like,
but obviously, we've come out to where they were like, you lot are from.
Yeah.
Where your dad was from, and your mom is from about a place that was about 50 minutes
not too
away.
far from here.
And obviously, when you get out, it's less diverse, and there's more of this.
Bigger communities with the same faith and stuff like.
Yeah, exactly that. But I think, I don't know. I think it's a shame because I think we can still coexist, but we're almost being forced and made to hate one another. But yeah, like, touching upon that, tensions are still prevalent here, which is scary to think about. It's very scary to think about.
It's basically within, sort of more so within political parties and nationalists within this country. There's still a war going on. There's still an ongoing war, but without the bloodshed.
Yeah,
basically. So.
And even your cousin was saying today that things are always bubbling here. Like,
yeah, man, there's something always brewing here, bro. It's literally, something's always cooking, and it's just like, because of people fear it, it's almost like a snap of a finger, like when something mad gonna happen again, because you never know. You literally genuinely never know.
When something that crazy happens, what happened 30 years ago, you could never put in doubt again that it could happen. It could happen again.
Exactly.
I feel like the world is now too woke about it for something to happen.
Exactly.
It happened with Israel Palestine, but like because Middle East and Muslims, all of this, but I feel like in Europe it's very, very difficult.
You're right, and I said I think people are woke and it is different, but at the same time it's happening right now. Like, and I actually agree with you. And social media is as much as an advantage as it is a disadvantage, but it's happening right now, and people know what the truth is, who's in the wrong.
And think of, like, as well, like, realistically, if we're being honest with ourselves, European Muslims and Middle Eastern Muslims, they're treated two completely different.
I think although they still believe in obviously the same God and same prophet, so I think it's two sort of different things.
They look at
two sort of different aspects.
Yeah, because you've got to tie in culture within that as well. But I think, like, if we're talking about the war, the deeper part of it was they did not want Islam spreading throughout Europe. Like, consider how strong, whether all the walks of Christianity, whether Orthodox, wherever they are here, like across all of Europe, if Islam started spreading, Bosnia's relatively like Central Europe. If that started spreading, like, the bigger powers
they saw
in the
it
world
as a threat.
Exactly.
They saw the growth, the
growth of Islam as a threat.
the growth of Islam as a threat.
But it's crazy because you just said it. Like, Islam does not stop growing. Like, mashallah, like, beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
I think
beautiful to
where it's
hear.
the fastest growing religion with regards to
Literally
reverts,
that.
right?
And no matter how hard they're trying to get people down, like,
and they probably identified that threat. They identified that threat. Tried to do that. There was obviously probably a deeper politic to it, but
no, of course. But I think that all plays a role into it, man.
The more they try and make people scared of Islam,
the more people are going to
revert to it.
Yeah, man, it's the truth, bro.
A lot of people that revert from this whole Palestine conflict, well, not genocide, sorry. Like, well, it's crazy.
Even seeing Piers Morgan now switch his side.
Yeah,
it's
man.
crazy to think because when the conflicts first started,
he was
heavily on the other side.
I guess what they called him now is the second he switched, he's a Zionist.
Yeah. And
it's not. But bro, when such a big figure like that starts seeing the truth, man, like,
and he's
subhanallah.
No matter whether you like him or hate him now, whether, like, he still switched sides, like, he's still open for what he said and all of that.
No,
Because he put bare stuff in man's head in it. But he is a big figure nonetheless. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, you need more. You
Like,
need
a
more of
lot
him to
a lot
speak
of
out,
listen
man.
to him. Like he's got a lot of like high profile guests like Mehdi Hassan, Mohammed Hijab,
Yeah, of
and all these
course.
like other the Palestinian prime minister's son. I can't remember his name. Sorry. Like he's still got that power to invite these man. And
But
now,
he does. But do you know, if you deep how many people there are of influence and power in the world who can't even post a post about Palestine on their Instagram stories because something like, I'm going to use football because we were football fans.
Because they're
Use
scared to lose
exactly that.
sponsorships and all this
But
stuff. Like,
it's just
100%
insane, bro. Like, they can't post something that they do genuinely believe in. But if somebody went and posted something about pro-Israel, I doubt there'll be a problem.
what's the Arsenal left back called? The Ukrainian brother.
Yeah.
Zinchenko. When he walked out, pray for Ukraine. Everyone's like started like give him nookie, bro. Everyone just started beckoning to him.
Nah, 100%.
Like,
but you walk out with a free Palestine, you're labelled a terrorist, bro. Hamas.
that's the thing. Even in this country, you guys saw the support for Palestine. Like,
Palestine Action. If you support Palestine Action, I was watching a video on Instagram the other day, or today, sorry. There was like 3 old ladies sitting on a staircase in Central. I think. I don't support genocide. I'm with Palestine Action. Do you know Palestine Action Instagram account?
Yeah.
They were arrested under the terrorist act.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. They're labelled a terrorist group now.
the country that we live in as well, bro.
And they're so complicit in it. Like it's genuinely so crazy. Like, yeah, it's nuts.
It is. Look, it's a crazy thing. Like we said, that we saw the history of it. We saw the history of it in Bosnia, and we understood it more. And then you kind of hope like, nah, something like this could never happen again. And like we said, it's happening again now. And you saw it when something like this happens, you won't see. Obviously, we all live in London, and nothing like that's ever happened in London. So you won't really like that. Them things don't, like we said it. It started in 1990, tensions to 1992, and ended in 1995. But did it really end in 1995? People are still suffering to this day, and we saw how many people today at the at that place we went to and prayed for them, and that. Like how many of them are still affected by that till today? And how we even asked your cousin. He said, you remember you asked him, is there anyone like in Bosnia that hasn't got someone they know that was affected by it? And like,
but it's mad because even if they're not directly affected by it, in some form they're even indirectly affected by it, because look at many people now live abroad because of that war. Like, we're all spread out. Like, you saw it today. Every second car is a German, Austrian, Swiss car. Like, we've all been forced to move out. Like, my uncle touched upon it today.
and your uncle,
Like,
they asked him. Your uncle literally said that they asked him.
He put in a clause. He's like, I want to come back.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
they asked him after it finished, and it was the UN and the Red Cross, was it?
yeah.
And and after this kind of was ending, they asked him, where do you want to go now? And they gave him a couple options, and they would say here, but they would say, okay, cool, but only you and your immediate family can go. But he had your mother with him as well. Yeah. And he wanted to keep the family together as much as they could, and they ended up in Scotland.
Yeah.
And like today, we met your 2 cousins that were from Scotland. Like it affects
course,
way
bro.
deeper, and it's a domino effect where like,
Of course.
and he's only moved back now. Like, do you know what I mean? Why couldn't he be here from the start?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of things that you don't really
The UN are sneaky as well.
So complicit,
So they're complicit in this whole genocide thing and everything.
It's like rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they also said that now. Obviously, I just said how the UN was, and he did say they helped him. They helped them, and they relocated them and gave him like money every week and stuff.
But at what cost, man?
But also when the Bosnians, when the Bosnians actually started to get an army together, get some force together, and come over the mountain to claim back their city. And the UN was the ones who got involved and ended that.
It was the America, man. Well, both of them, but they stepped in with called the Dayton Treaty.
But it's mad, man. It's a mad story. You can't even begin to imagine how these people feel. Like, I think when we touched up on we went to the War Museum, the Srebrenica Museum. There was a story where a wife, she had 5 sons and a husband, so 6 members of her immediate family, and they were all taken from her, and to this day she's still not found the body.
There's
And how are you supposed to live with that?
Yeah.
He knew someone that she lost 4 kids, a husband, and she's still like 30 years later, 35 years later, she couldn't find none of them, and she
died herself.
So think of like you're dying, even though you're on your deathbed, but you're still like
You're still wondering.
You're not at peace.
And that comes back to what we talked about, how even finding like a bone and being able to
Whether it's a watch
go,
or something,
yeah, and even being able to for today to have they have an event with, and you said the Bosnian Prime Minister was there.
Yeah.
For them to have an event and pay their respects and have that closure, you don't understand. You think, oh, it's a real thing. Like, of course they did that, but that was big enough for them just to have that.
No, 100%, man.
The way they were lifting the coffins, it might sound dumb, yeah, but like
Yeah,
it makes sense in my head. But lifting up you have like a cranium or a bone or a leg or whatever, and you're lifting like a coffin like it's nothing. Like
It was
you could just
basically empty.
you can lift up with one hand. Like when you go like Genesis in London side, we need like three.
You see about 7-8 people,
4 or
yeah.
5 man to lift
And we're not exaggerating. These were 7 people found recently, and they will probably have another 7-8 to find next year.
7 people found recently, and they were murdered 30 years ago.
And they had 7 that found on the 30th anniversary. The one that Harsh that done a video. You should go check him out.
Yeah, I was actually about to mention.
Shout out SideQuest
SideQuest
Living,
Living has some good videos on it. He's one of our friends.
But yeah, like even if that's whole Palestine thing as well. I had my mum's close friend. She's Palestinian. Her and her kids live here, but grandparents and
Your family back over there.
dude, they had like 40 man, 50 man in that yard. One bomb, the whole thing just got wiped out.
And these are all real things that right now we're here, and they've gone and shown us the history behind it, and right now we're talking about it. And the truth is, we're probably gonna go back home to London,
Move on over life.
and we're gonna move on and
I wanted to. That was the flip side I wanted to mention to social media. We become so almost like immune to it because it's right. Like I remember when they first started coming up. Like, bro, I was being brought to tears in my eye. Like I was just genuinely tearing up over some of these videos I was seeing of just innocent babies laying there. There's that journalist, is it Motaz or something like that? Like like
crazy stories.
crazy. And then now it's like you see these buildings being bombed, these people going to aid sites to get aid and then being killed, and like we like, oh cool, it's happened again. Like how many, today, like you see like a story of X amount of Palestinians killed, and we're like, oh, like again today.
Just another story.
Just another story.
How many is it going to be tomorrow? Do you get
Well, that's the thing, and they're still, their iman is high. They keep their faith so close to them and so strong to them. It just goes to show that how important our faith is.
No, I'm telling you, man. Without faith, a man without faith is nothing.
That's the thing, and it's important. It's important to talk about this stuff. It may sound like, and I admit we will go back and move on, and that, but it's important to bring it up every now and then. It's
like
very important.
Videos, bro. You see like a kid's head, just his skin just peeled off, and you look at it, yeah, like thinking like, all right, like tomorrow's gonna be another kid. It's like there's no point.
The whole time we've been here,
it's crazy.
Every day, one of you guys, one of someone or me, everyone will read out a story about something that's happened in Palestine. Every day will be a new story.
Today, 150 or something, or 200 plus injured.
Yeah.
Because the aid, they went to go get aid, and bro, this is like man, them was just getting bombed like it's nothing. Like I feel like Israel thinking this is a game. I feel like they have COD, they just start shooting a man on the floor.
100%.
I feel like they just like have a button and just press like.
Their goal is to eradicate Muslims off the.
Of course,
that's the thing.
Genuinely, it's impossible. It will never happen.
Nah, of course not.
It will never happen. You get it?
Yeah, but bro, they are saying what their motives are. Like today, they said they're gonna invade Syria,
and everyone's where one loss is massive, like it's too much. Losing one life is too much. And you look at the scale they're doing it on.
100%, bro.
Pages of from the Ministry of Health, how many pages have bought the lost family members?
Yeah, the stats.
Gee, it was like 300 pages or something. I have like a PDF on my WhatsApp.
And there's probably so many unaccounted for as well.
100.
And we can honestly, like, you could actually sit here and
talk about that all day,
forever.
Man.
And this shit will probably happen again. And that's why it's important to talk about it and spread awareness.
But 100%, man. You gotta just keep on spreading awareness, because I think, yeah, it's easy to say, oh, what's this Instagram post gonna do if I repost that, if I do this, if I do that, if I donate here. But I think at the end of the day, as long as we keep on raising awareness for it.
And everyone's seen this one today, but trust me, especially me and you, as someone who hadn't been exposed to the genocide that happened here, like this one slipped under the cracks. So like honestly, like the awareness is more important than you think.
No, 100%.
But yeah.
Let's learn something.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
because we can talk about that all day. Check out SideQuest Living. He has good videos on it.
But I mean, to be fair, bro, I'm glad that you guys actually came here.
Albania better. My sheep is man.
Yeah, exactly. I think like we speak about it a lot, but obviously growing up in London is so diverse, and it's like you guys obviously before you even maybe when you initially met Ishies, obviously he's their age, whatever. It's like you wouldn't have thought about probably even going to Bosnia. I never crossed your minds. We went to Egypt in December, had one of the best trips I've had, and I just think it's beautiful.
Nah, it's good. We've done
beautiful,
we've done Egypt in December. We've done Bosnia now, so I think Lebanon is left.
Yeah, man.
But we got to wait
inshallah.
for tensions to go down there.
Yeah, man.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is
Nah, but inshallah,
everywhere we go.
we'll
We got
hit
to tick
up
that
as
off.
well, but yeah,
How did this trip happen? It was actually quite.
it's convenience, bro.
It was efficient, but it was efficient because of the convenience.
It was convenient.
I made Morocco happen to me and him. I made. What else did you? I made. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you're the one who added all the add-ons on Booking.com. And it ended up making me pay £70 more. My dad went and checked me. It's the first time I really kind of like book a holiday like myself and go. Like this was like last year.
I took him on
and this guy, my dad's coming to me. He's like, "Why? I've just found it for like £100 cheaper. Why did you pay that much?" I said, "What?" I went on. This guy added airport shuttle. Someone meet us at the airport. Flipping baggage, insurance.
Live life, bro. I made Morocco happen.
Don't let him book anything.
I made Egypt happen. I was meant to go Amsterdam with them.
Egypt was actually quicker. Egypt was literally a week before we booked it.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
was meant to
didn't
go
come
Amsterdam,
down.
but I got my passport got robbed in Italy. I made Bosnia happen.
You didn't miss out anything in Amsterdam.
Bro,
Thank God I didn't come.
he's singing his praises. He picks the most convenient location and he runs with it. Yeah,
But
Bosnia was
with Morocco-
convenient. There's
okay,
two
Morocco,
Bosnians
let's
in the group.
Let's talk about Morocco. Morocco's probably like, it was a good country, but the wackest holiday I've been on.
Deadest holiday.
Deadest munch. Not
It's just it's a nice
there,
country,
it's
but it's been we went to Marrakesh, and it's been set up for tourism, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't
no
go with
culture,
them,
nothing
but
there.
Dead.
I'm just getting
dead.
just hassled by just like bare youths and like, and I just like hashish.
And it was actually so expensive. Deeper, like
Yeah,
it was
man.
actually so expensive for like.
Cash loss. I went home vexed.
What are your guys' takeaways from Bosnia now that this trip's slowly coming to a close? We've been there, you've seen. If you had to,
Okay, let's start out of 10. What do you rate out of 10?
obviously, I'm gonna be a bit.
You can't ask it. It's gotta be us. These lot
lot
coming. These lot we're leaving on Tuesday. They're coming here in a couple of
I
weeks.
think one thing I will say, though, growing up, obviously, I've been coming here every single year. I've always sort of come to this sort of section where there's not really much to see out in the sticks a little bit. But obviously, where we went to, we saw some beautiful stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
I didn't open your eyes. Like, this is the country I'm from, and that shit exists here, and you didn't really think it was possible, bro. But like,
it's
One
true.
thing I always say, but there's bare Arabs here, bare Kuwaitis, Qataris,
lot.
Saudis.
Especially in Sarajevo where we landed.
Shout out that one TikTok bro that we met in it, little guy.
Oh my
You mentioned Quay. I want somebody to pop over that picture of his outfit the other day.
Hey, man,
I was just trying to fit in.
wait, man, let me try and get here.
Oh my god.
Hey, fashion, because bro, we all dress so differently in this group. Someone's got
Honestly,
to pull that picture up.
Nah, we can keep that. We can keep that on the low.
Gatekeep that.
Nah,
one.
nah,
Gatekeep that
but,
one. Gatekeep that one.
It's
But
been
nah, jokes aside, man. I'm happy that we've been able to come here and we've had a good time, man.
The scenery was way better than I expected.
It's the man pack for me. It's the pouch for
I
me.
think the pack is like that. The man pack completes it. But that was a bummy day, innit?
Yeah,
I'm looking nicer now.
I'd rate this holiday.
Go look at Yusuf. So you've been seeing Yusuf's food ratings. Follow him up. What's your Insta? They can see your food rating.
It's private, innit?
It's private. He's a private guy,
It's
bro.
maybe a nonchalant thing right now.
He's Bob. He's
Probably the worst food ratings you ever
And
see.
the gallon of sugar. You know, my
It's
thing,
both.
cuz.
Now go on. What's your
I'll
rating?
give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
8 out of 10. The only thing I'd give it, like, the food, the only good thing I really rated, I'm not going to lie, was that soup that we had. The restaurant I took them to in their country, by the way, Mandem.
What was that?
That soup, when you got the,
It's like
that
a
soup.
stew.
What did you?
You
What
know
restaurant
when
did
you
you?
got the veal, when you got the veal and
No,
then you got
the chorba, yeah. It's like a soup.
Remember that
but more of
restaurant
a
late night that we
stew
gave the plates to the guy?
Oh yeah, that was decent. I got
Yeah.
some. Yeah.
That was nice. The shavapi.
You're saying it's nice because you picked it.
No, that was actually nice. No, wallah was nice. The shavapi and burek.
The chavapi is insane.
The simplicity.
Amazing.
The simplicity.
So simple.
Free ingredients.
That was only 3 things that, like, other than that, the food is like, it's normal food, like, but I don't really enjoy it like
I
that.
think obviously you can only compare it to Egyptian food, where I can assume there's a lot more seasonings and stuff. So
Yeah, that as well, but like, it's just like, when I went Albania, it's very similar to this, but Albanian food, bro. Wallahi 10-10.
But
Hey,
it should be similar food, no?
No, but Albania.
Nah,
like,
man, they're all set up for tourists. Bro. Do you know what he said? He said that his
Ah.
favorite food was pasta in Albania, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, see, that's
These
what
restaurants, they're all just set
Wait,
up for
where were
tourists
you
over
going?
there, bro.
They're taking
Well,
us
we
to
went-
authentic
man, so we
places.
had-
He's
to
been
taste
to
Albanian
Italy.
food.
Bear in mind, he's been to Italy, and his favorite pasta was in Albania. Come on, man.
Alright.
That doesn't
That
make
makes
sense.
sense.
Come on, bro.
Wallahi, man, this pasta I had in Albania.
But this, I mean, they're
I
also
think what did I
set
give
up
my
for
Instagram
just
rating? Was it
tourism over there.
9.5?
Is that your highest rating?
No, 10-10 ice cream, innit?
In where? Albania.
Albania. Wallahi.
Have off it, bruv.
That Albanian pasta, that pasta monaro with like oysters or something, was the best pasta I've ever had in my life. Like genuinely, that pasta was like, bro, up there. Even when I had that, we ordered 1 kilo or 2 kg of meat. One of the best meats I had in my life, bro. Albanian munches.
Why for that, bro?
And the trelech is over there as well. It's a
what?
Trelech.
It's a milk cake,
Like caramel milk cake.
What about you? What are you saying about Bosnia, man?
I can't. I really enjoyed it. Not usually actually, but a lot of times on my holidays, I'm always like, I like to go back to my routine. But here, I haven't been like,
Yeah.
I didn't. Maybe to be fair, it is like us four are pretty close and we're all good. So like, and we've been pretty comfortable. Right now, we're in his hometown at his grandma's house. Great hospitality. We can't complain. And we had a really nice house that I found in Sarajevo.
I found.
Okay.
I done
Nah, the
that.
people here are welcome.
But the people were very nice. The guy who did the Airbnb was
Yeah.
amazing. Honestly,
I was
it,
gonna
wa-
say
it's
that, bro.
good.
it was great. He actually put out drinks for us. And when you go to like an accommodation, a paid accommodation in another country, and he says the drinks in the please drink drinks in the fridge. They're free. Please have the stuff in the cupboard. Like
Yeah.
it was really good.
And
And
the sweets that he left on the table that I took. at the end of
and
the
these
day.
guys told me the scenery was amazing, but I didn't realize it was that consistent. Like we were talking, we had like we've had 3-4 hour drives, and it has been insane
It's like one
the
mountain,
whole
it
way.
hasn't changed, yeah.
No, 100%, man. But like I said, I'm
Of
glad
course,
you
it
guys
was lit.
came, man.
We done Egypt, we done Bosnia.
Lebanon's next,
Yeah.
inshallah.
They're not
man.
coming, Lebanon.
But we need to
Nah.
go, we need to go body on the back.
Nah. It's actually all right. Honestly, like Lebanon's all right, especially where I'm from, like in Beirut. There's nothing going on, but it's just the airspace sometimes gets shut, and then you don't want to get stuck there.
Run
innit?
that, bro.
No, we need to start planning our next holiday from now.
Yeah,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, you can't. Wait, you cannot not have a holiday plan if that makes sense. You always have to have a holiday plan, bro.
Hey, Bobs.
This guy loves animals. Anyways, you mentioned it quickly just there. You said you usually like your routine. What are we saying, bro? I need Prem to start back up, man. That's a big part of everyone's routines here, bro.
Premier
Watching
League.
Prem.
It's not even long away now. It's not even
coming
long
up,
away.
bro.
Bro, these footballers are getting zero break.
It's nuts.
Zero
Yeah,
break.
World Cup, like this Club World Cup, bro. Smoked football,
Bro,
bro.
it's a poverty competition. I've always said this, and I
Nah,
stand by
it's
it. Bro.
not.
I stand by it.
Do you know what? I actually,
What is that, bro?
It's not.
this is actually a good conversation because I wanted
Because if
to.
Arsenal won it, you'll be.
Oi,
No,
oi,
no,
oi.
no.
100%, nah, 100%, bro. I was screaming at the whole World Cup, bro.
Nah.
These Arsenal fans, if they won it, everyone, of course, bro.
It's
You
not
won
really
a competition,
Think
bro.
of- think of- no.
No one's gonna say no to an accolade. Yeah.
Let me
That's
ask you guys a question. Let's make this systematic. I want to get everyone quick rating, innit?
Go on,
The first thing that comes to your head, yeah, quick ranking.
go on.
And we'll start with Vision. We'll go right. Rank the top club competitions. So we're gonna include Champions League, Premier League, all the European leagues. We'll do a top 5. Or do you know what?
Top three.
We'll do a top 3. We'll do a top 3. But I want a top 5 because I want to see where club. Actually, let's do top 5. I want to see where Club World Cup falls. If it falls above or under conference.
If it falls in the fifth.
No,
bro,
that's
that's
you're
a
mad,
question.
bro. That's
That's
it.
not top 5 for some people.
I think Conference League makes it interesting.
I think if we're looking at, I
Well,
think
allow Conference League,
I think
bro.
we're
Allow
all in
people to
agreement.
Wi-Fi
It may-
passwords, bro.
I think we're all in agreement that the Premier League is the toughest.
Premier League's number 1.
That's a given.
And it's not that the Champions League. The Champions League is the biggest
But you
competition.
win one lucky game, for example, and then they're not-
Yeah, it's just a 38 game season is harder to win than in the Champions League. You
But
probably
you're
have
looking at quality as well. When you're looking at a big picture. The Premier League football is something different.
Premier League's number 1.
Premier League's number 1. 2, it has to be Champions League.
Yeah.
And number 3, are we including international competitions?
Nah, we said
No.
club.
Well,
We
we
said
can-
club.
We'll do club.
If you
I mean, the only other one that makes sense is the Europa League, bro.
And then this is what I meant. So Europa, but let's bring it back. Conference League or Club World Cup? Which one would you rather win?
Club World Cup, bro.
Let me tell you why.
This
let
is
me
a
tell
good
you-
one.
Let me tell you why, yeah. For example, you have like teams like Al Ahly, for example, the team that I spoke from Egypt. even though we got smoked by Bear Man and we done 4-4 against Porto, and then we gave Inter Miami a good game. We should have won on penalty, like we missed the penalty, whatever it is. Yeah, the case. It still gives other teams a name. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And I think we saw
Flamengo. No one, like everyone knows Flamengo. It's a massive team in Brazil, but no one really watches. Let's be real. But if you watch anyone that said they're watching Brazil, just capping. Now everyone knows Flamengo. Like they've done their thing against big
Brazil were actually still in their season.
You asked me,
Exactly.
So they had a bit of an advantage.
Listen, does it carry weight, this competition?
Of course it does, bro. Because you're
I
putting
have to disagree,
together.
bro.
You're playing the best teams of every continent, every country, and then you're going up for a battle for a trophy, a club World
Bro,
Cup.
that sits in my top three.
The Conference League to me sounds more prestigious than
Why?
Club World
Brother,
Cup.
no way, bro.
It's a conversation to have. It's a conversation.
That's not even a convo.
I'm not sure, but
No.
I'll tell you something. In the Conference League, you're not gonna have Auckland City coming to play. And that's the truth.
You're gonna get
These guys, Auckland City, they had second jobs. Does anyone in the Conference League have second jobs?
Probably, yeah. Them brothers that
Nah, they don't.
100%.
Brother, Chelsea was playing some random geezers in like Estonia or something. You're
No.
telling me them
Yeah,
man are
I
full-time
guarantee you,
footballers, bro.
I could get 11 of my brethren and we'd probably put them in the company. I'd probably do good.
Okay, what makes the Club World Cup so special?
Because you're playing different type of
bro-
you're taking teams from all over the world, first of all. Your teams are making a name for themselves, like Al Ahly, for example, Flamengo, or
That
El
Saudi team,
El
popped,
Hilal,
yeah,
that popped
bro.
Real Madrid,
Let's finish.
like Real Madrid.
Go on.
And you're playing, like, bro, it's a trophy, it's a Club World Cup. You have to go. Every team has won the most prestigious trophy in their country. Now you're all playing. What do you want, sorry?
Just talking to them.
Sorry. Now you're playing like against. It's like a free for all. You get. It's still. I personally think it's a big trophy. Not
Right, let me ask you. When you think about the Club World Cup, I don't know how long it's been around for. A couple of years, yeah.
No, it's been,
It's been around for a while, but now it's getting serious.
Okay, now it's getting serious. Does the competition carry as much weight, what's the word? Not importance, but as much popularity. Not popularity. What's the word?
Prestigious.
Prestigious.
Yeah.
Is it as prestigious as a known European tournament? The answer to that question is no.
The Conference League is new as well.
It is new.
Honestly, I don't know what side I'm on. But
But let's be honest. United have been shit for the last like probably 100 years. Yeah. If we won it, I'd be gassed. Wallah, I'd be.
what would you be guessed if you won what?
It's the Club World Cup.
These are not, bro.
Wallah, no.
Bro, you're playing against Salt Lake City,
Okay,
man.
cool.
What the
But if
fuck?
Arsenal won it, what are you gonna say? Oh yeah, man. Let me know.
Bro, listen,
I see Arsenal. They beat flipping Swindon FC and every man on their Instagram.
Another thing to consider though.
Yeah,
Another thing to consider though.
Sorry to interrupt. Jerome is the biggest Arsenal warrior. Every time I see him and they win at any shit team, it's just all straight in his Instagram.
Post on a story. I mentioned this on another podcast. I asked them. And I said,
Come on,
"There's no Arsenal fans who do
He's
you."
an Instagram warrior, G.
If you were to go to my top three of club competitions, yeah, I think Champions League sits number one, Prem sits number two because I think it's the best league, and I think Club World Cup sits number three. I don't think Europa's there. Bro,
Do you know what?
listen to me.
Do you know what
Listen to me,
Champions League
Europa
teams
League
don't?
is a poverty competition in Europe as well.
It gets you.
100%. I think it's
would have won the Europa League.
no, but I genuinely do think current Europa League is still a poverty competition.
You put Champions League. Hold on. You put Champions League first.
Yes.
And the winning Europa League is what gets you into that competition that you.
Okay,
put
no,
first.
I understand that, but I think the stuff like Europa League, Conference League, all of that, it's something about inclusivity, bro. It's just to include. No, it's just all about inclusivity, bro. No, it's all about inclusivity.
Tell them who you support so we know.
No, bro.
They know you support United, right?
Okay,
I support United.
support Arsenal Football Club.
And Chelsea. You support Chelsea back from year 11 as well.
Listen,
And he's got
There's been a change, but he seems to have committed.
He's got West Ham top. He's got Man United, Ibrahimovic top here. I support United. Who do you support? Chelsea.
Liverpool.
he's not really a football fan.
He
I'm a
claims
Liverpool-
Liverpool.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Given by his answers, it's evident, bro. You can see that.
No, that's bullshit. No, but man, that's bullshit, bro. That is such
You're not
bullshit.
even playing. You're playing against.
Yes, but how
sides
many
that are
teams in a
not-
Club World
I
Cup
don't
will
agree-
come
I
and
don't
be able to
agree with
pop
that.
the
I don't agree with
Champions
that.
League?
I
No,
don't
listen to me, listen to me.
You're playing against Salt Lake City. Bro.
Okay, I understand that, but how many of the top clubs in the Club World Cup will be able to come and play in the Champions League and get far? How many teams have been stuck in that Europa League system that can't play Champions League football?
There are some clubs in the Club World Cup that would.
come over and pop the
But there's
Champions
also
League.
Auckland City, and
Of
there's
course,
also.
but the Europa League will have, and these conference leagues will have some random ass Estonian teams that you've never.
I don't
heard
think the
of in your
Europa
life.
will. The
That's-
Conference League, yeah.
that's-
The Europa won't. The Conference League will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many clubs have been stuck in a Europa League system that can't even come and compete in the Champions League, bro? You're telling me that there's not clubs in the Club World Cup that will come and pop the Champions League?
I think.
Name a couple. Name a couple that aren't already in there.
No, okay, cool. The likes of Flamingo. I think even this year, even that Saudi team, Al
Yeah,
Hilal
we
will
got a
come
team
through.
coming
Yes.
from Borek,
You'll
we'll
be
be eating that team, G.
What is? This is what I mean. This conference league is all about
think
inclusion.
Flamingo-
The conference-
Shit clubs like Tottenham and that can play in it, bro.
No, look, look. The Club World Cup for the Conference League is a real. The Club World Cup could very well be better, but you can't say the Europa. I think the Europa is a
Okay,
step
go
up.
through the clubs in
this year's Club World Cup.
You think Flamingo would come into the Europa League and rip it up?
Okay, no,
Are you skunked?
Go through the clubs in this year's Club World Cup. Let's do that. No, go through it. Go through it. No, let's go through it.
But
No media attention. Very little media attention.
No, bro. it's
Number
like- how many viewers it got?
Streamed on the zone, bro.
How many
Talking
views?
about?
Zone's huge. Are you mad, bro? They probably signed $1 billion deal for that, bro.
Come on, man.
look,
Bro,
I
you're telling me
think,
the
I
Zone
think, look,
probably
look,
signed
I
$1
think- I
billion
think the-
contract
I think
over
the
that,
Club World
bro.
Cup from now will get bigger. I think now that they've pumped this 100 million award into
The
it,
Club
it
World
will
Cup,
be
The
Yeah.
fact
bigger.
that you didn't say Prem first is a wild take as well, personally.
I think Prem sits second, bro. Bro, it's these Arsenal fans, bro. Would you rather win the Premier League or a Champions League
Prem.
as a Prem team?
Champion.
Look, I don't mind the Prem and Champions League. I think they're both on the same pedestal.
Nah, but
they're the hardest
okay,
one
no,
leagues.
your
The
Man
Prem
U-
is just a hot. It's just. Look,
Average Club World Cup, 458,000 views.
Have off it, bro.
158,000 views.
What?
well, compared to what?
That doesn't sound like a high figure at all.
That doesn't sound that high.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. For Club World Cup, like, for someone that says it's not prestigious.
Mate, these games were being played at like 3 a.m.
though.
almost, man, bro.
At the-
You're labeling it yourself as a.
It was played in America. Can we consider that?
Yeah, but
Time
at the
timings were kind of fucked.
Time zones, please.
At the end of the day, the Club World Cup, the Conference League. I think the Europa's
this is
higher,
what-
but
this is
the
the
Conference League in Europa.
Just read out the teams for them. Read that.
Crystal
Crystal
Palace,
Palace,
incredible
Fiorentina.
team. Fiorentina,
All right.
Great team as well.
great team.
Real Rayo Vallecano.
Listen, compete in the
Never
best
heard
league in
of
Spain.
Okay,
Okay,
all
carry
right.
on.
Where did they get in the best league in Spain?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're in the top division. They're in the top division.
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg, they compete in League
Okay. Vikingo.
Okay, poverty.
Where are they, mate?
Virtus. Sounds like a flipping.
Okay.
It starts going downhill now.
First
no?
software company.
This is for next year, right?
No, this is the team that this was like.
Nah. Palace didn't play in the Conference
Okay,
League.
this is next.
Yeah.
The next coming up.
Mm.
Athens, AIK, Aktobe, Akururi, Ararat Armenia, Araz, Arda.
All right, we get it. We get it. We get it. We get
Video
it.
game characters, bro.
The first 5 clubs you named, they're all relatively.
I can guarantee you, I can get 11 man that'll smoke them. I guarantee you.
You won't.
I put me in striker because man, the international.
We need to have
a goal strike.
We're having a conversation.
Aye.
Anyways.
Okay, no.
Inter,
Can we stick on those? Stick on the-
4 man them.
No. Bun your Interval, bro. Can we stick on
I'll say at the end
Club
of the video.
World Cup?
No, I got you, man. Them.
Cole Palmer. What are we saying about Cole Palmer and his performances?
He's an incredible footballer. Yeah. Does the same in the Prem, does what he's supposed to do. He's an incredible footballer. You can't take
I think it's average.
But again, playing against poverty competitions, okay, fine, PSG final, that's a big game, bro. That is a big game. But it's
Here we go.
like, I
Here we
can't-
go.
I can't
Okay,
look
where do
at it.
Arsenal play, mate? Can you tell me where Arsenal compete then? Poverty
Where?
competitions. Like, can we? No. Let's bring Arsenal into this because you're a big Arsenal fan now, aren't you?
Arsenal fan have been in the. They got the semi-final of the Champions League this year.
Yeah, mate. They beat Madrid and won the competition, eh?
Real Madrid, my friend. Bro, Jesus.
Is that your trophy?
What
Or is that
It's
against
not
Real
my
Madrid?
I think it was.
trophy, but it's a fucking massive achievement when you're looking at us 5 years ago
All right,
compared to now.
oh,
Incredible.
stop, why you
But
not
when
playing
does this
the
process?
time?
No, but when does this 5-step, bro? You've been in the same system for the last 6 years, the same limbo.
Pick one.
When does it
Stop
stop?
5 years ago, now, geez.
No.
Everything Arsenal does 5 years ago
Okay,
with this, 10
does-
years ago with this.
It make sense. Okay, cool. If Arteta does not win a single competition this year, does he have to go?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. How many years do you want to give this man, bruv? Yes.
I think-
Arsenal a big club. No. Okay, but Arsenal a big club.
Ten Hag's Kim for but man said Kim.
Okay,
Bro, Tottenham-
And
Listen
he
to
won
me.
how many trophies? 3 or 2?
He won 2 trophies.
2.
Tottenham and Man U are sacking managers left, right, and centre.
Yeah, no. FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Nah, bruv. Also, you're a big club. No, you're a big club.
Ratings to him, I get it. But you need to understand. Listen, Arteta used to play for Arsenal as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does
This
that
is
even
stuff to
mean?
Take into account, he's a respected, valued player, and he's a respected.
Okay,
valued
but if
manager.
you
He's
are-
the
you're-
right man for
no,
the job, and he will
no,
be a
he's
superstar.
not.
I'm telling you, not Champions League, but Premier League.
Okay, no, you're a big club. Tottenham are sacking managers left, right, and centre for not being able to complete the job. Man U are doing the same, yeah. Well, also, you've stuck with the same guy for 6 years who's not won a single competition. You won an FA Cup in Chelsea's worst year. You won an FA Cup in Chelsea's worst
Yeah, you
year.
need to look at it long term, bro. Nothing's going to change overnight and flip like that.
It's been, mate. You've had
Wait,
6, 7 years.
let me touch on something with Arsenal. And now, obviously, I mentioned this in another episode. I think Arteta. Don't get me wrong. The questions are going to start arising, but you have to realize everyone thinks Arteta wasn't knocking on the door asking for players. Arsenal last year signed Sterling on loan,
What a terrible.
Mike Marino, which did well, but he didn't even play his position,
Dead.
and Calafiori.
Marino's dead.
Nah, bro. I'm talking about Arsenal, bro. Pissed me off.
But listen, and Calafiori. While other teams when it sign big, look, they didn't give Arteta what he needed, and with that they signed 3 players. Marino was probably the only one who did well for them, and he did well in a position that he weren't even meant to play. With that and with injuries, I'm not trying to defend Arsenal. Arteta still got to the semi-final of the Champions League and was clear second again.
Yeah.
So look, it will.
When I get onto like Arsenal, genuinely, I know they're a very good club, and I've said it to you before.
And they wouldn't be getting this attack if they weren't a good club.
Back then when we were in school, like we would argue with like our friends and stuff, like, oh, United. But now, like now I'm older and I've realised Liverpool are made. Like I enjoy watching Liverpool. Like back then I hate watching these because they're not my team.
Arsenal have been a very enjoyable club to watch in the last couple of years.
My dad's like he knows everything about Arsenal as well. Like we sit down and watch every Arsenal game. Like I don't when I get onto them, I don't hate them. Wallah, I actually enjoy watching Arsenal, and I know they're a very good club. But Arteta is not the man for them, bro.
You can't say that though, because
7 years.
You're expecting quick results, bro. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. You have to look. You have to look at if you're building a club from the ground up, yeah, which is what's going on.
You're a big club.
If you had an employee right now on your job here, say you own a company, you had an employee for 7 years, and he didn't reach any targets or anything like that, you're not gonna sack him.
You're not a nobody. He's definitely hit targets. He's definitely hit targets.
You are a top 6 club. You're a top 6 club, and you're giving him 7 years to win. Not even win the league, to win a competition. We're talking about a community shield,
and it's a hard, and we just ranked it as the hardest competition to win.
Is he not the right man for the job?
You are a top 6 club.
Arsenal perfectly.
I know he is the right man. No, what I'm gonna say doesn't make sense now, but he is the right man for it. But it's time for him to go. G.
No, listen. Once he gets his signings, and this year it looks like everyone is pushing for their signings. I don't know if about 1 year we'll see what happens. I don't think you can say if he doesn't win it, if he gets close and Arsenal play that football. Look, you got to remember Arsenal's football probably got worse last year. Like from what we saw when they were first coming up, and where they would come and push for you. I think they went more defensive than the thing. And it's just because they probably have the best defense in Europe.
Yeah,
and I think they went more defensive. And look, even with big injuries this year, I think Arteta still did well considering.
Yeah,
I think once he gets his signings this year, and if there's no injuries and there's no excuses, then look, if he doesn't win this year, that conversation is always going to.
You have to understand for him, he might not even win this year. It's very much so a possibility.
If he doesn't win this year, he's gone.
There will be questions.
You can't say that. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying. When we talk win, now it's a build.
No, but I'm not even.
You have to give him another year after this.
No.
So you need another 2 years.
If he doesn't win this year, and he doesn't win the next season after that,
I'll start asking questions.
There will be questions. There'll be he'll get the signings this year, and there will be questions.
You won't even fire him.
I'll start asking questions.
There will be questions. There's questions now.
It's not just the Prem. Can we talk about any single cup? Just a cup. Just win.
Well, don't you not think that Arteta should have got a striker by now?
Yes.
And do you not think that he was knocking on the door asking for a striker?
As a manager,
I think he did.
That's something that he
No, but that proves that there's something wrong up there with your club. That's all that proves. No, but listen, Man United in their worst period, probably even in history, are still winning silverware. Arsenal in this, you're on this climb. You need it. No, but look at Tottenham. No, but Arsenal on this big climb, this big the uphill, but you can't win.
Talking about next year, look, Arsenal, we can talk about forever. Talking about next year and the signings we've seen so far.
Liverpool back to back.
Look, I want to touch on Liverpool actually, and I think Liverpool are going insane today. I was surprised with that Etike striker.
It's
95 million euros. Done deal, but
who did he play for?
It was Bundesliga, and I think he was a top 3. I think he was top 3 scorer, and he's young.
Florian Wirtz is scary.
Florian Wirtz is insanely scary.
No, but this is my point. When the transfer window started, they came out. Man City did the same thing. They had to because they had a poor year, but they came out with intent. Like their intentions were there.
I'll tell you something.
Liverpool historically, Mendy was their first sign.
Liverpool historically don't spend like this.
What are you talking about? He's one of the best CDMs in the league, bro.
Have off him, man.
What are you talking about?
I mean, they've signed Gyökeres now, and if Eze comes through,
I'm talking about when this season ended. No,
who's averaged 15 goals or assists in the last 3 years.
Mate, you're picking up Chelsea's scraps, bro.
And it's not the first one.
The first time. It's not the first time.
I think Madueke. I think he could be alright.
No, I don't think
to cover that.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I think they realize Bukayo Saka needs a rest. I think Bukayo Saka at his age already, like We've seen it, and we've seen it with Rashford. We've seen it with other players that they come young,
16,
and
17.
they've played about 400 games before the time they actually get to a certain
Yes.
age. And I think obviously he's their cover for thing, and he can play on the left as well. So, look, I think if they lock down, Gyökeres is done now.
Huge.
Zubimendi will be good.
He could be their
because you're
missing
forgetting
piece.
Zubimendi will release Declan Rice,
Yeah.
and
Norgard is our utility player.
Norgard. I think the signings are happening for everyone, but Liverpool. What I was saying, Liverpool don't actually usually spend like this.
Yeah, we'll talk about it today.
Liverpool are
going
spending
off.
insane.
Yeah,
They're
they went
usually
off.
that club where, do you know what I mean? They'll rather build over a 2-3 period. I think they're trying to hold this dynasty.
Nah, like I said,
Florian Wirtz signing is.
like I said today, and then Frimpong's a huge European player, but like I said today, I think that they genuinely believe in this project that Arne Slot's doing.
And can I add? Obviously, I talked about it in the episode before. Sadly, when Diogo Jota died,
Yeah.
I think that could really give them some. I'm kind of scared that can give them some
I
strong bond.
Video with the Colatore, or there was who was it? It was a footballer in Arsenal who lost his brother or something. He didn't talk about it.
Yeah, the Torres lost their brother.
Yeah, so like you were saying, like this could be the biggest push for them, or it could be the biggest setback because
It'll
now
be one of the
everyone's
other.
gonna be thinking about Jota and like his brother. So they're not gonna be focused on football. So he said, "But therapy needs to be a thing in that club now, where everyone can talk about their feelings." Like, but imagine you're with someone 24/7. You see your work, you see your colleagues more than your family.
It is, yeah.
So it's one of them ones.
I think that will give them an extra push, bro. Like 100. Like we're talking about people that, like you just said, they spend day in day out together. And I think, bro, they're gonna come on smoke.
Salah, best.
You're a United fan, bro.
Oh, man, he said he never fuck United, bro. Salah.
So this guy's one of them trendy United fans, and it's all
no.
like fuck United,
new
fuck
wave.
United.
He's a new wave.
Do you know what it is? When I was younger, when I was younger,
Just like Jordan
No.
from my left, stop hating on your club, stop licking Tigo's ass, and like getting in on the conversation.
your collab's gone. now.
Getting excited on this guy. I've been wanting to mention this for a while because I'm a big fan of From My Left as a podcast, yeah. And this Geordie guy, he's the representative of United. So everyone is a fan of someone. Geordie represents United, and I could not think of a worse person. He jumps in just like you. He jumps in on the
don't say
fun.
just like me.
He jumps in on the fun of mocking United.
No, I'll tell you what I do. Yeah, when I was younger, every United. Anything that talks about conversation about Arsenal, United. Yeah. Now, bro, I'm woke, G. I know we're shit.
We know we're shit, but it doesn't mean you.
I could admire other teams, or not admire. When I say admire, like I support them. But I could admire other teams, other players that they're better than us, and it's the truth.
So can I.
No, of
I think
course.
when you
But-
say shit, I think
We're shit, bro.
But
We
coming
are
out to
shit.
say, "Oh, we're shit," jumping on the fun.
We're shit.
Like, yeah, we know. You don't have to tell anyone. That's
No,
not.
we do.
We know we're dead.
We do. We have to.
So,
let
so
everyone
coming
know.
out and like trying to United are
No,
shit.
I
That's
think-
all I hear you say
No,
about
no,
United.
What's the good?
I think there is potential.
What is there good for United? What is there good to say about United right now?
Right now, nothing. But there is
The
potential.
only good thing we signed Wemo, or
I was about to say the
I
good thing
couldn't
the good thing about United and as shit as they are and many times as you mentioned how shit United are.
we signed good
Someone
players.
like a star like him, Brian Mbeumo, who had
Good,
20,
and
20
at the end
who
of
had
the day,
20,
why?
22, 23 goals and 9 assists in the Prem this season, had his own manager go to Spurs and still couldn't sway his head to come to a club like United. That's what United are.
Yeah, because we
I
still
just hope
have.
you don't ruin him like you ruined Sanchez and Zaha. innit?
Exactly. There you go. So when I can't get excited about this stuff anymore because we were in Sanchez and I don't want to say Anthony shit anyways.
Yeah,
innit?
but Brian
Sancho, Pogba. I don't know if you want to say Ron Pogba, Di Maria, Falcao.
Like I said, another trendy fan.
Not really.
United ruined every player.
It's the truth. Is it not
I
the
don't
truth?
think Brian Mbeumo is as big of a signing as we do,
Yeah,
as
he's not
people
making
think
you finish,
he
but
is not. I don't think he's a man that will change
He's not changing anything.
the outcome of your
What
season.
about Mateus Cunha?
He's a big signing.
I think they fall in the
Him
same
and Bruno.
category.
Him and Bruno.
Because they're not a big name. Brian Mbeumo, he was a star player at Brentford.
Yeah,
We're talking about, you think about Ruben Amorim's system. We're talking about his primary attack is 2 cams and a striker. We've signed 2 players now, and our biggest problem last year was scoring. It wasn't. They are right. Our defense wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad either. We actually did well at big clubs. Went to the Etihad, went to the Emirates, defended well. Went to Anfield, defended well. I think our problem was not attacking. Now in that 2 cams a striker, we've signed 2 players who can play all 3 of that and can rotate, along with Amad Diallo, along with Mason Mount. Honestly, I think we are. And they said now, as soon as Mbeumo deal was done, all that's been coming out is that we're looking at a striker, and I think we do need a striker. But
And
if
we're looking
not,
at
I'm
Nicholas
not too
Jackson.
worried.
Allow it.
I'm not too worried if we don't get a
He's a
striker.
dead
I think what
striker,
we saw
I've seen
from
him
Bruno
alive.
last year, if he carries on the way he played, like I think you guys could achieve some serious
Who?
stuff. Should Bruno Fernandes?
I think I don't want to jump, and I think
Nah, of course not. No,
like I think us getting top 6 and being a competitive team is real progress. So I've had enough. I've had enough of jumping to hope. I mean, what are we really gonna get if we get
that's the next step up now.
Is he
You
singing
top
Bruno?
four is
that's
huge
the- that's the
overperforming.
trophy for you.
Overperforming.
Wasn't he saying that Odegaard's better than Bruno? And now he's singing Bruno's praises,
Listen,
bro.
Odegaard had a very poor
Look at these
season.
Arsenal fans, so backwards, bro.
I'm admitting I'm wrong. I think Odegaard had a very poor season last season.
Sleeps in big
Bruno-
games. Your
Bruno-
I think he missed.
captain,
I think he missed Bukayo Saka a
I
lot.
think Bruno, we saw what he was capable of, and we've seen he's one of the best.
Nah,
cams
of course.
that's
But
ever
what
graced
we
that.
we've not actually mentioned, and we mentioned briefly in the Club World Cup. What are we saying about Chelsea in the league next year? I think they are looking
a scary outfit.
scary. But
Who did sign this year?
bruv, João
They've
Pedro
signed
alone's a
Liam Delap and João Pedro. They've taken 2 strikers. When everyone's looking for a striker,
They snatched them
They
up.
pulled out 2 strikers.
I think Liam Delap's not as big as a name though. I think he's a.
We'll see. I think a big
average
potential.
player. João Pedro, a bit of a better player, but
No, João Pedro came in,
But
came
don't
for a
say, like,
smoke.
You can sign lower class players, you could say, and they could just blow.
Nah,
And
man,
it-
Chelsea's project's one of the most exciting things in football, man.
He performed relatively well,
He performed well for being at
but his
Ipswich.
team ended up going down, right?
Nah,
He
but
did.
Chelsea's overall project's one of the most exciting things in football.
I think Chelsea.
Their project's insane.
I think Chelsea now are, and it's not ready yet. I think Chelsea now are a keeper and a veteran centre back away from a really.
They
competing
need
for the title.
some experience at the back.
Yeah, I think they've got Levi Colwell. I'm a big fan of Levi Colwell.
He's a good player, but
And Chalobah, yeah, but I think you do need that veteran centre back to come and mold these young centre backs they have.
They need a proper leader as well.
Nah, I like Marlo. Gusto.
that's the thing. He's
And
right.
Reece
in that.
James if he's fit.
They need
They need
just
like a
it's Cole Palmer,
like a
but he's not
Thiago Silva, John
personality.
Terry-esque type of player to come.
Exactly that.
But they need
Yeah.
well, not even that. But I think they need a leader in their team. Reece James is not really a leader. Cole Palmer is not a
No, Reece
leader.
James-
Enzo's vice captain.
Enzo's,
I think
Enzo's
Cole. I think
maybe
Cole. I
there.
think Cole's one of them leaders by example. I mean, Cole.
Potentially.
No matter what. Yeah, no matter what's happening on the pitch, Cole's confidence is always
Boy,
10 out of
big
10.
game player though.
Yeah.
Big
Always
game
10 out of
player,
Someone like
man.
I think Harry Maguire, bro, is a firm leader, bro. You know what I mean?
Harry Maguire could really switch up that club. He actually could, but I don't want. I think Harry Maguire will stay with us now.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's
he
good
will,
at-
man.
Yeah, he's good in the
Who's
3.
who you backing again for the Champions League? I think PSG are up there.
Too early to say. I don't know. You can't.
Champions League's a weird one
Nah,
to
but-
predict. Let's predict the Premier League. I think.
I think it's again going to be between Barca and PSG.
What Champions League?
I think so.
I think Champions League is a toss-up. I can never really predict it.
You see, bro, Inter what they beat Barca.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. It's a
Ah,
toss-up.
That's the
Look,
thing.
look.
the
If you want Champions League,
um,
look, PSG will be up there. I think Liverpool will be up there. City, we need to see if this new project works.
See, yeah, I've sort of realised there's a bit of a
Yeah,
poor performance going there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think City have.
They complete. We mentioned earlier they completed what they wanted to complete,
No, I think Pep's actually excited again for the first time in a long time.
but he did lose his fire.
Who did they signed Marmoush, of course, like end of last season.
Turkey.
Turkey.
That's
yeah.
another baller.
8 Nori.
Hey, Nuri, that's
Yeah.
That's a good one. No,
Turkey's an exciting.
But
sign. I
wait,
can't
we're
wait.
forgetting Rodri's coming back. He's back.
But Rodri said he's
Huge.
Rodri's. Well, is he going to be the same after an injury like that?
Yeah, but if he is the
He
same.
rushed into it as well. He did rush
No,
into
but
it.
if
came
he
back
is the
earlier
same,
than
we're
expected.
talking about one of, if not the best, one of the best players in the Prem.
At that role, he's probably the best in the world. when he's
Exactly
fit.
that. And we're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
he's
him
back
going
in
back
the
into a City
country.
team that's hungry, a City
Yeah,
team
but
that's
he
gonna
rushed
come
back into
hungry.
coming back. He came
Yeah,
back,
but-
what, 2-3 months early?
Nah, but mate, they've got
Whatever.
the top of the top in terms of like.
There's been.
Still.
Have you not realized a bit of an acceleration in the transfer market has been a bit heavy, as in no one wants to fall behind.
Yeah,
I think we're seeing
yeah.
bigger names definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be-
Yeah, this has been like it's not been like this for a couple of
This
years.
transfer season's been way more exciting than the
Yeah.
last 2-3-4 years.
No, 100%.
There's been big changes.
There's been
And
big
with
names
that,
coming to the.
I want
Prem.
everyone to just throw one team who wins the Prem next year.
Liverpool.
Back it.
I think
Oh,
it's just Florian Wirtz, man. I don't know what it is, bro.
So you're saying Liverpool?
But I have to.
Hey, diehard Arsenal fan over there.
Do you really think Arsenal will do it?
I think once Gyökeres is confirmed, I think.
Say it.
How can you not say on top?
No, but that's just me being transparent and real, bro. I'm not gonna lie here, bro.
Who do you genuinely
You're
believe?
not thinking Arsenal
Say
will
the team you
win
genuinely believe.
Liverpool Football Club.
I think Arsenal will win it. I think Arteta will finally go his signings, and I think he'll finally click.
I hope so. I hope that's the case. But I have to think logically. Here,
I
bro.
genuinely think I want to have a bit of belief in Arsenal. I think they should be the most hungry now. I think Liverpool were chasing it for a while.
They got something to prove.
Yeah, and Liverpool won a dynasty, but they won it, and they won it quite easily last year. And I think Arsenal should be the hungriest by far.
I think. Who do you think? I think Liverpool. Man City is going to give them a tough battle. Chelsea could give them a tough battle.
I don't think City are in there yet. I think right now the top teams, no in order, Liverpool, Arsenal, and it could be Chelsea next.
I think Liverpool,
City, we need to see. I don't want to doubt City, but
Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. But if I could pick any one out of them to win, I want Liverpool to get it because I want Salah to get the Ballon d'Or.
and this guy calls himself a United fan.
I'm an Egyptian as well. I'm a nationalist.
Obviously, you guys were going to expect me to say Arsenal, but I have to be honest.
Yeah, we know Arsenal going to win.
I want to say Liverpool. I feel like it is.
I think Liverpool going back to back.
Darwin Núñez as well shaved his head back in Porto times.
Yeah.
Isn't he going to get sold?
I think he's terrible, by the way.
Huh?
Personally, I think Darwin Núñez.
I think he's terrible, but I think when it's his day, bro, like
This the problem in football. There's big price tags hype up players, bro.
Anthony,
Which is a massive issue in today's day and age, bro.
United need to get rid of Maguire,
Just
Mason Mount,
70 million
Sancho,
you think he's something, bro. And then
Bruno
he turns around and
Fernandes.
plays like that, bro.
Thank you for giving me this. But anyways, Liverpool, and I think I want to call dark horses, but I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea offer them the best
I
competition.
think Chelsea do good, but I think at the end of the season they were like, what's the word?
They'll
fall
off.
back a little bit.
They lost the Ipswich, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I genuinely do think that project's just so exciting, man.
I think
exciting.
Chelsea are probably the most exciting project. I think Arsenal will be the hungriest, and that's why I called them to win it. I think Chelsea will be the hungriest with the pieces to work with.
If this striker Gokrazil comes through, Arsenal are scary
Hey,
too.
but this is a big question.
we are scary, but
Do you think?
like Gokras isn't going to come in and fix all the problems? No, fix all the problems. He's not going to come in and make everything work straight.
Have
away,
you
do know
guys
what I mean?
signed? You guys signed another centre.
He's not gonna come and
You
bang
guys
play
nearly
ball.
did it without the striker, so imagine with the striker.
No, you're right. But
Do you think? This is a big question. Do you think Manchester United would ever go back to their glory days?
Yeah,
If so,
In the next
I
10
genuinely
years,
believe.
in the next
I
10
think
years,
we're such a big club. I think we've got so much revenue that there's always going to be an owner or someone who picks us up,
I
and
still think-
someone will get it right.
I still think we need to see something from Ruben Amorim that sort of solidifies him as a good
I
manager.
think
Which we're yet to see, if we're being honest, from Amorim.
Yeah, but he wanted to join now. He didn't want to join when he joined.
This is
no,
this is a conversation me and Omar had a few weeks ago when I asked him about this. Obviously, everyone raves about this Amorim system, right? And Omar actually explained it to me very, very well when he said there was no point of Amorim implementing this system. Like, so obviously, a lot of the pundits talk about he doesn't have the correct players for that system, blah blah blah. But there was no point of him now changing everything up when everyone knew the outcome of Manu's season.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite obvious.
Yeah,
All
this was his pre-season.
the pundits were saying that he has to be able to adapt in the Premier League. Let's get this right. We would have played 4-3-3. We would have won a couple more points, enough to get into the top 4. Nah.
No, but even so, that doesn't
think
that
4-3-3?
doesn't happen when you click your fingers overnight. Like I'm
You
saying.
don't
need
look.
to give
We
him
would have
time.
won. We would have played 4-3-3. He would have played wingers that we're not gonna get. Now he knows exactly who has to clear the club. Garnacho needs to go. Rashford needs to go, because first their attitude, and second he doesn't play any wingers. There was no point stringing these guys along in a 4-3-3 to pick up a couple more points, just for them to leave.
I think Garnacho needs to go. I think
I'm done with
it's a bit-
Garnacho.
I think
He
it's
can
a bit
go.
unfair. I think he's a good
I
footballer,
like
bro.
him. I like Garnacho. Not gonna lie.
Hmm?
I like Garnacho. Rashford's a bit weird. Rashford has a special
the way
place in
you
my heart.
thought
I
he
genuinely-
has.
but I
It's
genuinely think-
his own wrong.
Do you know
Of course,
Garnacho?
that's on
Do you know Garnacho this year? Do you know Garnacho?
There's water here. There's water here.
Do you know Garnacho? Yeah. Do you know he had the fans were giving him a bit of grief this year? Bear in mind, this guy's how old is he? 20, 21?
20.
Yeah, maybe 19, 20 or something.
I think he's 20. I believe it was 2021. Garnacho this year, he was getting a bit of grief from the fans. He cut in, as he always does. He cut in, scored a finesse, went to celebrate, and stopped
Shocking.
himself. Stopped himself because he said, "Oh, what? This guy's a 20-year-old at Manchester United." This has been the problem with United the whole way. The whole way since Ferguson left. It's been that players have thought they are bigger than the club and no one is bigger than United. This guy went to celebrate and stopped. By the way, Garnacho was playing on the left wing. Ruben Amorim, once he signed Patrick Dorgu in January, had to switch him to the right wing because he would not play the overlap pass. Every time Dorgu darted across the pitch, all the way from the left back, and had the overlap pass, which would put him through onto his left foot and to deliver the ball, which is the whole Amorim system, guess what he would do? Use it as a dummy. And at one point, you can't really use it as a dummy when you're doing it every time. Cut in, shoot, and it comes out 1 in 20.
Yeah, nah,
Garnacho can go.
He has an ego of
I'll keep him. He's got a lot of potential still.
Nah, man,
he's
but
young.
he has an ego of mountain.
You can nurture someone. When you're playing for 20 years old, I hear it. 20 years old for United, boy. You think you're top of the world, all this money.
But
all this world
you want to
life,
keep.
whatever.
But he's openly said he does want to stay.
We're
Right?
trying to change United. Garnacho are the people we get rid of.
Yeah, but he's openly
Especially-
said he's not staying.
And even after that, it doesn't matter. We're bringing in cams and strikers because that's that system. Garnacho is a
agree.
pure winger. He's never gonna fit in that system.
Yeah, but he's openly
Aside
said
of
he
all that
wants
ego
out.
stuff.
Nah, man, he wants out, bro. You can't keep a player that wants out. It's not good for your team, man.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Innit? But for Rashford, though, he went to Barcelona where he's going.
Today, yeah.
I genuinely like wallahi, I love Rashford with all my heart.
Rashford's actually a good player.
No, we know,
Rashford is more.
But
His problems with United are more political, and that's why now it's time
Of
for him to
course,
go.
but, he's got a special place in my heart, bro. I love this.
Yeah,
guy.
I love Rashford too.
It's
I
mad.
want him to
Rashford
stay.
was in the Mbappe convo at one point in his career.
Bro, Rashford is that guy. It just
He dug his own hole, man.
Yeah, but it's
He-
mad. He was
he-
literally he was being compared to the likes of Mbappe. Like he was the top of the top.
I think Rashford's probably top 3 wingers in Premier League history.
anyway. And on that, that's the Prem, and I think it's going to be a really interesting season next year. I think that we've definitely seen a shift in the transfer window and seen no one wanting to fall behind. And I've actually seen, we saw the Prem get really good this year. And I'm talking, obviously, my club and Tottenham and teams were finishing 17th. And how many teams were,
Crazy.
how many strong teams like Bournemouth, like Nottingham Forest came up? How many
did their thing
Villa?
again.
How many strong teams
Palace.
that were
Can't believe
fighting
that.
for that top 4?
Yeah.
Palace, all of that. And I think now you see a lot of teams are now buying from the Premier teams. I mean, all of
Yeah.
us, we just signed the 2 top performers from clubs that, well, obviously Mateus Cunha, Wolves came below us just about. But everything's like in-house buying now. We're gonna see a lot
Yeah.
of the top teams coming to grab these little.
Yeah, it's
And
like
I'll tell you
it's trading
something,
between
these
them.
little clubs don't mind that because most of their business models is
built on that.
is built on getting players like Cunha, like Mbeumo, building them up, having seasons like they did, and then selling them
Shotting
off.
them and
We
then
just paid
finding the next
we
one.
just paid 70 mil.
Brentford have absolutely smashed it. From a
They've
business
made a
standpoint.
killing,
Yeah, man.
an
Yeah,
absolute
What they've
killing.
done is nothing short.
Yeah,
of-
we've seen it across like the last 5 years.
I mean, Thomas Frank was that's the most expensive fee someone's paid for a manager to release him. They
it's
paid 10 mil.
Bro, 7 years ago, they were playing League One football, bro, in a stadium with 12,000.
Yeah,
Insane.
They did it with they built Benrahma, sold them. Watkins sold them. David Wright sold them. Now Mbeumo
And
sold
they've always, in the words of Den, they've always got someone lined up, ready.
next.
lined
who's
up,
their next
ready.
one? Like Kevin, that winger, Kevin Shaw.
Kevin Shaw, the striker, when they signed, once they sold,
player.
they're gonna sell their Mbeumo. Obviously, we used to play up front for them, more right wing. Igor Thiago looks there, even though he looks like he's got a nasty leg infection. It's really
I've
holding
seen
him.
that. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Igor Thiago.
You've seen it as a player though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Kevin Shaw will probably be their next big thing. But this is what I like about, because even they take a lot of good points off a lot of top clubs. But I've liked in like the last 2-3 years, you have, like we mentioned, Villa, Forest. These clubs are taking off huge points of like your top 6 clubs, and it's just made everything just 10 times more
The Premier League
competitive.
is too hard now, bro. Premier League is like.
Yeah, it is.
We're seeing a big transition.
But you put Premier League second in your ranking, though, didn't you, Omar?
I think so. Yeah, because I think you can't
It's
because
so
bro,
crazy.
you can't underride the likes of your Spanish league, bro. Their top 3 clubs in the Spanish league are phenomenal
don't you
clubs.
I'll tell you one thing.
PSG,
They'll
Italy.
struggle if they come into the Premier League, bro, and play Premier League football, bro.
I'll
Not
tell-
struggle,
think
but
so.
they'll feel it, bro.
You're-
They'll definitely feel it. They
They'll
could
feel
win it. They are great teams. I'll tell you something about that. The thing is, yeah, I believe 9 times out of 10, probably I can almost say 10 times out of 10, the best team every year in the Premier League wins the Premier League. Liverpool won it this year and they were the best team by far. City won it the last 4 years and they were the best team by far. In the Champions League, there has been teams who have slipped and not been the best teams and won it. This
I
year,
agree.
PSG were the best team and they won it. So it does happen where that
Yeah, I see what you
when
mean.
when Chelsea won it, is it 2020, 2021? 2021?
20,
When Chelsea won in 2021, they weren't the best team.
Yes.
They had a model where they were defensive and they had a good counter attack and they won it. Same with their Champions League in 2012. Like, I think there is the best team don't always win the Champions League. The best team always win the Premier League.
It's the luck of the draw, though. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you might get an easier quarterfinal and easier.
Sometimes you might have either side, easier side, and have an easier run to the final.
Nah, it's true. I agree with you. 100%.
But the Champions League is the creme de la creme, innit?
So, but you want to win a Champions League, bro.
They're the top two.
Of course, Champions League, that's the trophy you'd want to win in that. But winning 38 games in a row, for example, like what Arsenal done, they're invincible not to 38 games in a row.
Nah, I know, man.
But like 38 game league is long.
What about the World Cup's coming up next year, no?
Yeah.
World Cup is next year, yeah.
What are we
Well,
saying
listen-
about that?
Egypt. That's all I care about. I just want to see most.
Have you qualified yet on that, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna play in it?
Yeah, it's not really done. We're first we're 12 points or something. 4 games,
You're
12
chilling.
points.
Yeah, you're chilling.
We need to win the rest, like 2-3 games. We're done. We're playing.
What
I think,
about
at Niger.
I think the World Cup's gonna go off again, man. It always is. It's
I
in
think
America.
Mexico, Morocco, something like that as well.
It'll be it'll go
Oh, it's in
like
America again.
they're doing
Well, not again, I
USA,
was trying to club
Mexico,
World Cup,
and I think they do want to do something tapped, like a country that's not close there. They want like something a bit
Well, I
further
feel
out.
like, boy, money's like they're doing too much for football now. They're trying to complicate football like America. We don't give. America and football need to go their separate ways.
They're trying to do the exact opposite of that, and they're trying to make football big in America, and it is working. It's slowly working.
Nah, but it benefits everybody if like wherever
See what
because
Donald
football's the
Trump said,
biggest
though?
sport in the world.
Donald Trump said that you might need to change soccer to football and like make it like a thing in America.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, football in America is going to grow very quickly soon.
But World Cup will
World Cup
help
will be a
that,
big
but I
boost for
think,
them, a massive boost for them next year.
Who we saying? France.
It's so I find it so hard to predict that.
Nah, but look
Yeah,
at the
there's
look at the caliber
tournament
of
football,
squads,
such great
bro.
teams.
Now, of course, but there's the caliber of some of these like the.
Well, you hope Thomas Tuchel's got enough.
Nah.
Another one. What's bigger, AFCON
Oh, here we
or
go.
Copa America?
This is a good conversation.
We've been arguing about this.
No, was it not AFCON and Euros that we?
No,
Yeah,
well, he
here's the initial one.
tried to bring up Euros.
Bigger than Euros.
I said-
which is
You did try to say AFCON was bigger than Euros.
Try to say it.
We had to grill him for that one. He got grilled for that.
I said AFCON is bigger than Copa America,
No, you said Euros.
and then I said
His
well, I
initial
can't
point
remember
was
which one I said
Euros.
first, but then
Euros.
I also said AFCON is better. It can be better. I didn't say it is better. I said it could be better than Euros. It can be better than the Euros, which some people. I've had a lot of them say on
Insane.
podcasts.
You did say.
But
Guaranteed. That is an
Guaranteed, and I don't care what anyone says. You could argue with you and your mum and your dad. AFCON is better than Copa America. Done. Conversation.
I'd have to argue that they're level.
No.
And if anyone wants to edge it, it'll be the Americans.
No.
Purely because
think-
you're
I
looking
think-
at your
purely because of
Argentinas,
Messi,
you're looking at your
Arsenal
Brazil.
played
I think Copa America does edge it because and you know what? It is because of Messi. So
But
take Messi out of the equation,
it's
bro.
a
You've got
cap.
the Brazils, you've got the rest.
Yeah,
of the
yeah, no,
Argentines,
yeah,
you've got
cool.
The rest of the
the
Uruguayan
caliber
teams.
of players.
the top African teams are not better than the top Copa American teams.
But it doesn't matter about the
Period.
individuality. Imagine about the whole competition as a whole. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
The only
If-
team
if
we
you-
had
if
this
you wanna go back,
conversation.
If you want to look at that, you go look at what do you call it then? You look, Champions League is better than the Premier.
No. But the only team that
You
is
have the Barcelona,
competing.
You have the Madrid, you have the Bayern Munich, you have the PSG, you have the Dortmund, you have all of this. What do you?
I don't think you understand what the Premier League is, bro. It's the hardest league to play in the world.
It's a long. We're comparing two club.
Yeah, go on.
We're comparing two tournament things. I think the big part of Premier League edging the Champions League is because it is
The
a
only thing
38
AFCON
games.
is not bigger than because it is African.
Bro,
Everyone's
listen
racist.
to me. Listen to me.
How
Go away. Even the caliber of players, bro. We're talking about Argentina and Brazil, and who we saying is the top two? We're saying Morocco and Senegal. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Morocco sits where they like 12th in the world rankings.
Oh, yeah, now you've got
No,
to-
They might be,
But
top
they are
ten.
Morocco. Senegal probably could, but Morocco
Well,
wholeheartedly is the only team in
Morocco.
AFCON that can compete.
Morocco had one good stint as well. That's why we're rating them.
But
so high.
and this is the thing, and they are
true.
the only team that can
They had
compete
one
with the
good
Copa
stint. As
with
much as I
the
love my
Americans.
Moroccans, they had one good
I don't
stint.
like Morocco, I hate them. But anyways,
No.
They had one good stint. Yeah. To be fair, they surprised us.
And we're saying they are the only
Now
team
we're
that can
rating them high.
compete with the Americans.
Alright, cool. What
Come
about-
on, man, talking to me about AFCON.
Okay, if you want to talk
What?
about African, yeah, we're not talking about just recent. We're talking about the whole of the competition from the beginning of time, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
When's the last time?
Don't do that.
When's the last time an African team got
No,
to the
no,
World
let
Cup
him do
final?
this. Let him do this.
Yeah.
well-
You had
Don't do
Morocco.
that.
You had
Don't
Morocco
do all time.
2022 Morocco. You had Algeria 2014. They did bits against. I think they lost against Germany, but they.
I'll give you something. AFCON is underrated.
It is.
It is.
If you want to talk about AFCON, Egypt in 2008, they were eighth in the whole of FIFA World Ranking.
Go
You
off Egypt, man. Go off Egypt.
Yeah, you can't just
jump
bias,
off
bro.
Egypt.
It's always
Egypt beat Bosnia, by the way. Anyway, man them. Anyways, moving
So
on.
he just
Listen.
wants to bring in
Anyways,
all of
anyways,
history. That's
Egypt-
even worse.
You can't. How are you going to talk about competition for the last 3 years? It doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
that's even worse. Than
Yeah,
if
but
you
all
go-
of history,
look
bro.
back at-
Football's changed so much.
Okay,
you can't
okay.
wait history, bro.
Well,
That's crazy as well.
Okay,
Take
cool, no,
use
let's
last
go
10
into
years as a
history.
baseline.
Egypt,
Go
Egypt,
to history, go
no,
all of
Egypt,
history.
Egypt, 2008. We were eighth in the whole of FIFA World Rankings. 2023 or 2024 when the World Cup was, whatever.
Yeah.
Morocco right now is 11th in the FIFA World Rankings. Senegal is 19th in the World Rankings. Egypt is right now is 33rd or 34th. Algeria is 35th, 36th.
Let's see,
It's a big thing.
Using world rankings as a measure.
It is a measure. Of course, it's a measure.
But even
No,
go
Cool.
back in
What's
history,
cool. What's the world rankings now?
That's the one I just said. 11 is Morocco.
How many? Who's got more teams in the top 10 world rankings? Copa America or Africa?
Top first is Argentina.
So the top team in the world is Argentina as a
Yeah.
Copa American team.
But yeah,
that's
which
all.
is not
Anyway.
really not really. That's it. Not really.
Nah, but it's a big
But when
thing.
you have the money in Africa is way less compared to South America. So when you have
It's true.
Right, which is something
It's
I wanna
true.
touch up
cool.
on.
But so
When
when
you're
you have
looking
teams
at
like
grassroots level,
Egypt,
this all
when you have
stems
teams like
from
Egypt in
grassroots.
2008, when you have teams like Egypt getting,
Bro, we're not
eighth in
saying
the
they're not
whole
at
of the world.
disadvantage. It's just facts.
No,
Facts.
no.
innit? They are at
I'm not playing
disadvantage.
this victim thing, innit?
Yeah.
I know it's just
They
it's
are at
more-
disadvantage and they are underrated.
But like when you have teams like Egypt 8th in the whole of world, and now Morocco 11th in the whole of FIFA World Ranking, Senegal which is 19th, Egypt which is 33rd or 34th, Algeria is 36th. That is big, bro, for African teams. That is massive.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
It makes it, as Omar said, it
We're
makes
not
it
disputing
underrated. It does not make it.
I think it's
what
better.
you
Doesn't make
think
it better.
is.
Yeah,
Put
it does
a
make it
poll-
underrated.
Put a poll on your Instagram or TikTok. See what's
Yeah,
more.
we will do.
I'm
It
gonna
makes it
sign up for
underrated.
all my 4 accounts. Ever sign up?
It makes it underrated. That's all it makes it.
No, it's
Which we can all
underrated
agree
and
on.
better.
But the way that you rate it,
It's better.
comparing it to flipping to
Alright, boys. Let's move on from
The Euro
football
level.
before it
Insane.
becomes
Let's
yours.
move on to the left, right, good night.
Let's move on
Oi.
to the left. Honestly, how about Alexander Usyk becoming the
Go,
unified champion
go,
once
go.
again?
go.
Is he the GOAT?
Go.
Greatest
I think.
available
Go.
I think.
Do you think he's a good?
Joe, yesterday after the knockout, I said he was the
History.
GOAT. Yeah, I thought about it.
Boxing history. You
He
might
is-
not show.
No. It's a conversation. I don't think it's cemented.
The thing, do you know the reason why I enjoy watching him so much is because every shot, bro,
It's perfect,
is a
pinpoint.
calculated.
He's
him.
He's
Every-
As soon as the
he's a
ball-
cruiserweight.
As soon as the ball steps in,
That's
you
the-
get that little left,
that's
that
the
jab with
worst
the left
part.
hook.
He's such an intelligent.
That is the craziest part about it. He's
He's
not
a
even a
cruiserweight.
natural heavyweight fighter. He's not even a heavyweight
I
fighter.
think yesterday.
He's done more for the UK than Zelensky, bro.
Yesterday when Usyk was coming out at Wembley, they were
Ukraine,
Bro,
sorry.
chanting his name, bro.
they were cheering Usyk more than Daniel Dubois at Wembley, 90,000 stacked, and they were cheering Alexander Usyk's name more than Daniel Dubois.
He's
And-
smacked up.
And honestly, I think just looking at the fight quick, Daniel Dubois, his corner and his game plan was always to be on the front foot. He likes to pressure, and I think the worst person you can pressure is someone
It's
like
him.
Alexander Usyk.
Yeah.
So calm under pressure, but as soon as he steps in, the ball stepped in. You get that
See,
little
that's
jab
when
or
he
the little
calculates
hook.
every
Everything's
calculate
pinpoint perfect.
everything. Bro.
He's levels.
It goes jab,
levels.
jab, hook, body.
And I think that that third round, I think when the ball probably won only the third round, he probably won it. And I genuinely think Usyk let him come forward, let him gain some confidence, just for the fourth to be a bit of damage, and the fifth to end it.
He honestly one of the most calculated, talented, but like insane man.
Who did he beat? He now beat three fighters 6 times. Joshua twice?
Joshua twice.
Has he beat
Dubois-
Joshua twice? Usyk.
Yeah.
No, he's beating Fury twice.
Yeah, Fury twice.
Dubois twice.
Dubois twice.
Dubois
Joshua
twice. I think Joshua was.
Joshua once.
I think Joshua was once. We could be wrong. I
Yeah,
think
but
Joshua was once.
Joshua will never get to fight Usyk again in his career. Like in Usyk's career, like he's
Never know, man.
Bro, Joshua's still
Nah, man. It makes no sense for Usyk to give him.
Well,
that
I
fight.
think he'd have to win something before he went back up.
Yeah,
I think-
Dillian White was
Yeah,
sore.
I think Joseph Parker's the next big.
that's that.
2021, 2022.
Oh,
yeah,
so he
but
did win
What-
twice.
how
I
did he
don't
win
think
the belt?
AJ gets that fight.
The first one, September 25th.
Yeah.
Usyk won by unanimous decision in London.
Okay.
fight 2, Usyk won by split decision in Jeddah.
Why can't I recall one of the fights?
I don't recall a split decision.
I'm not too sure, man.
But yeah, he's ran around all the heavyweights and he's a cruiserweight. Oh, it was what were we talking about? The second one where AJ comes out and says, "I'm heavy. I can't control it. I'm 22."
Yeah.
All the things that's happening in Ukraine.
Yeah, one of the most. Oh, I actually like AJ.
Nah, he lost so much
That
already,
was
innit?
one of the
It was awful.
worst things I've ever
Yeah, that was so
seen
bad.
in my life.
That was so
You're not
bad.
entertained.
Oh, it was terrible. It's all right. I'm not. It can. I'm not like. It's not like the. What did he say? I'm not like the old heavyweights. I'm heavy. Like
Yeah,
that was
bad.
insane.
All the things that's happening in the war, and he's going through a lot. Shut up, man.
He said he said I think Usyk got the decision because of the war.
Insane.
No.
He said that.
was Tyson Fury.
Oh, it was Tyson Fury, was it? Well, it was Tyson Fury.
Yeah, nah.
But he tried to mention the war.
No, he mentioned the war saying, "Oh, like leave all the war. We're human. We're boxers."
Tyson Fury actually he tried to say that. He tried to say he's coming back for Usyk. He tried to say that the 2 fights he lost by decision, he actually won them.
But this is what I said yesterday. It just feels as though, okay, cool, not just Parker, well, that's in the conversation, but it just feels as though it's like the same 4 or 5 people fighting each other, which I guess it is.
That's the problem.
But
with boxing, like,
that's the
they're
thing.
not big names now. They're not-
Yeah.
You have the Hamza Shirazis, you have the Adam Azims, all of this, and they have the Belangas and the Crawfords, whatever.
Nah, but it's
You
just the
look- yeah,
same
you look-
4
yeah, we
people
compare
fighting
it
each
to
other,
the-
bro.
People our age now, I think UFC will get bigger and bigger because people our age now are watching UFC before boxing.
Yeah.
But you forget everyone above our age, and boxing is 10 times as big as UFC. And when something is that big, other organized people want a foot in the door. People want to get involved. People want to make money.
Of course.
So
You got a gatekeeper.
yeah. So when something's as big as boxing, there's gonna be more than organized. And this is the first 4 belt era. Now there's 4 belts to unify, and Usyk in this 4 belt era is the greatest.
Undisputed.
No one,
twice, bro.
no one's been undisputed like that.
Yeah, he's talented, and I think he showed it yesterday. He's just levels above all the current fighters, man. But you mentioned it there.
I'm surprised he didn't retire. I don't see who else he fights.
Yeah,
You
They'll come
could
up with
do
something,
Parker.
He'll probably end up doing it though. Really, like he probably might not fight again and just announce his retirement on Instagram.
He said I want a couple months off, and
Yeah,
he said
he said he wants rest,
and he said he wants rest, but then he said after the rest I want to come back, and he still just wants to come back. He's 38, and get it wrong, this time he came in against a Daniel Dubois, which is even when we were watching, we were saying Daniel Dubois looks big, walking in.
He looks sharp, man.
He looked massive. He looked sharp, and he got outschooled. But I think Usyk came in 20 pounds heavier than he ever has. In
yeah.
and as soon as he did, we saw another angle. I mean, Usyk is a great fighter, and he has a big punch, but that wasn't his thing.
Yeah.
He moved. He
just
got you on
broke you
decision. You just
down.
saw AJ decision. Fury was decision. He showed us at 38 years old. He showed us yet another angle of his.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Another angle in Arsenal. Another thing he has in his back pocket. He added 20 pounds to his game and knocked out Daniel Dubois. And we just saw Daniel Dubois absolutely flatten AJ. We're talking probably Daniel Dubois probably right now in the heavyweight division was probably the biggest puncher, and he got.
Most powerful punch.
Nah, he pieced them together, man, which was
And the knockout,
That's
like
the-
bro, his
mad to
knockout, like
see.
his body just like froze and it was in shock.
We're so used to watching Usyk go all the way and win a decision. Like
And he showed us
he
another
showed
angle.
us something else that he's got in his locker.
It's insane. Added 20 pounds and just.
Which is why
Everything is pinpoint for him.
Everyone in the UK, people honestly probably love Usyk more than Dubois. People probably love Usyk more than
But he's a
AJ.
likable character as well. That's the
Amazing.
thing. Very
As
respectful,
likable as it
like,
gets.
exactly.
As likable as it gets.
I'm feel. But he did piece them together. But
You lot saw that clip with Daniel Dubois security trying to chat to Usyk, and he
that
says,
was
"We'll
so
be four
bad.
man." Oh my
was
god!
so bad.
He said, "Oh, in boxing, I respect you, but in the street fight, I'll kick your eyes out."
Yeah,
Well, he thinks in a
come
street
on,
fight, Usyk's
bruv.
just gonna box.
Music will fucking, bruv, he will kill him.
Do you know, like, I was watching a video. I don't know if you've watched it. There was a basketball player. Everyone calls him shit, whatever. He said to them, the people that are playing like in the court in America, I don't know what they call it, like a rec or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
He said, "I am closer to Michael Jordan than you are closer to me."
100%.
So
Yeah, I've
imagine
seen
that.
those.
Imagine,
I've seen
imagine
those.
that's just like a little fun little sport. Imagine that, bro, you're getting paid to punch a man in the face. And the same in the street fight, you're gonna do that, bro. Listen,
People,
Nah, it's
some
levels,
people
bro, it's
really,
levels.
some people's ego really like
What?
these lot sacrifice their whole life to fight. These lot make money to fight.
Yeah, it's levels, bro. But it's levels. But speaking about that, the night ended on a big boy UFC, big boy MMA fight, man. What do you think?
The
about
BMF
that?
title, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier.
Oh wow, but
Dustin Poirier, legend.
Dustin,
Highlights, bro.
yeah, Dustin
Nah.
Poirier's last fight. Even watch, I'll give you a little breakdown. I think it started off, and I'll admit I had Dustin Poirier to win. I thought it was his last fight. I thought at lightweight, which the fight happened at 155, I thought Dustin always packs more power.
yeah.
They'd fought twice before, and Dustin came out on top twice. So I did pick Dustin. I thought in his last
I
fight,
had Holloway, not gonna lie. I had Holloway.
you thought Holloway was gonna win, yeah?
No, genuinely, I actually did. Why you laughing?
Listen.
I had Holloway. Let me tell you why. The thing I spoke to you about in the morning. As I said, Dustin won twice. He took his 13, and I did agree with it. He took his 13 win streak
Holloway
away.
kept saying he's gonna ruin his retirement
Ruin
party
his
because
retirement,
he
yeah.
wanted to. Look, I'll
So
tell
the
you.
man, when you bro, as a man, you're very prideful. You get it. So like when someone's beat you twice, he's taking a massive record away from it. 13 win streak is crazy.
It's big in you, so yeah.
Like, I feel like
Look,
he's
Holloway.
excited
Holloway,
us.
don't get me wrong, and Holloway's a legend. He definitely had a score to settle with Dustin Poirier, losing twice before.
100%.
But I'll tell you my train of thought and why I thought Dustin was gonna win. It was more Holloway had just been knocked out. I'll talk about the last two fights. Holloway at featherweight, which I give it. I think he is right now. I think he's not gonna fight at featherweight ever again. I think that weight cut's getting bad for him, and he looks so good at 155.
Yeah.
Max Holloway against Dustin was quick. He looked powerful. The volume is what overloaded on Dustin Poirier. But Dustin Poirier's last fight was against Islam Makhachev. Granted, it was a year ago. It was against Islam Makhachev, and it went to the 5th round. Max Holloway's last fight was against Ilia Topuria, and it barely lasted, and he got knocked out. So I thought Poirier, with all this and the retirement, I thought he would win. I thought, and 155 is Poirier's division, his natural division.
Yeah.
Max has fought at 155, and this few Max has fought at 155. Dustin Poirier, and lost twice. So you know what I mean? I assume I'll be honest. I had Dustin Poirier to win, but Max Holloway
Nah, he
From-
showed levels, man.
from round one, high volume, mixing it up. That roundhouse body kick was landing all night. That round where Holloway stuns him,
Yeah.
Holloway right down the pipe, 2 down the pipe, hit him on the nose,
Yeah.
put him on his ass,
Yeah.
and Poirier got up to drop Max and go for the guillotine. It was a great fight, as we expected from two legends.
For Yusuf's belt, by the way.
And Max, I mean the BMF belt it's a gimmick, but it's fun.
But I think they both showed just the levels and the experience. We spoke about a lot throughout the fight. Like they both showed the experience and the levels to it, man. I think it was a great fight. It was a great way for Poirier to end out and go out as
It
well.
was great. Yeah, I don't really think necessarily. I don't really think he should finish. Obviously, he wants
But
to
like
come.
you said, he's done what he's had to do, bro.
Where does he go now, though?
He
he
won't
wants
get a title shot.
He wants to
really.
fight for the belt, but
But he
that's the
won't.
thing. I think he had the Islam Makhachev fight lost. I get it. He's had 3 title shots. 3 title shots. It was Charles Oliveira, which he should have won. Charles Oliveira was his biggest chance.
Yeah.
He lost. Khabib's Nurmagomedov is Khabib.
Yeah.
And Islam, it went to the 5th round, but honestly, Islam won every round. So they're 2 greats. Thing is now, Islam leaving and Ilya coming up. Ilya has a whole new fresh batch of lightweight stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Dustin
to go
should be
through.
one of them people.
Do you think Ilya would bully him?
I don't know. I don't know. Styles make fights. Ilya is amazing. Dustin is a big lightweight. And Dustin is an experienced lightweight. But obviously, after Max Holloway beat him, you would lose a bit of stock towards that fight.
Of
I
course.
think winning this fight could have. But Ilya doesn't have many people. I mean, Ilya's got, look, Justin Gaethje, which Dana doesn't really like right now because he threatened him. Gaethje came out and said it's either the title shot or retirement.
Nish, yeah.
And Dana flipped on him and said, well, if you're thinking about retirement, how am I going to give you a title shot?
Yeah.
You got Arman Sarukian, which is the number 1 lightweight contender and should be next for the title. However,
Dana doesn't like him as well.
Dana's got a problem with him as well because you want to, and I talked about this in the episode before, you want to keep the ball rolling. And Arman Sarukian, stylistically, heavy wrestler, it's not going to be a great fight.
Pay-per-view,
and,
mate.
and he could
Yeah.
potentially beat Ilya. Heavy
Yeah.
wrestling could beat Ilya. Trust me. Like, look, Ilya's a beast, and I know how good he is. I was the first one raving about Ilya, but he's in a bigger division now with people that walk around. They're at 155, but you have people walking around at 190. You have big people coming and walking in on that night. And if you have someone like Arman Sarukian, who is massive, a big lightweight, if he comes heavy wrestling to this, if he brings heavy wrestling style to the fight, it could potentially be a risk. and so I don't think he'll get the title fight either. Which leaves Paddy Pimblett, which they want to do, but I think he wants to do one setup fight before that to make it even bigger. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje should happen now. It's in the talks. So Dustin Poirier is not too far from the title. So we'll see. I mean, he has said he's retired now.
Topuria or Islam?
I've got Islam in it, and purely again for the reasons I just mentioned. These guys are big lightweights, but obviously Islam's got a much bigger challenge right now. I think it's a bigger challenge than in Jack Della Maddalena at 170. So he's got to focus on that.
Huge.
And if both of them keep on winning, they will meet, and it's gonna be probably the biggest pay-per-view since Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, that's 100%. But last night's fight was good, man. It was fun.
It was great. It was great. Two legends, and it was a high-paced fight. And Holloway, it's not a surprise. I knew he had that in him. It's just the Topuria fight didn't look great.
Yeah.
And but 155 should be good enough. He looks brilliant at 155.
Yeah.
He looks brilliant.
He was sharp, man. He was so
brilliant.
sharp.
But yeah, to wrap it up, great trip.
Great trip,
Bosnia.
Talk, man. I like
great
that.
talk. We've got tomorrow left. I think we're gonna go to an area called Bihać.
Bihać,
correct?
yeah.
And
Is a national park?
There's gonna be we're gonna go to Bihać, which is about an hour and a half drive from where we are now. We'll do Bihać, and that's probably the end of the trip. Tuesday's gonna be traveling. We got a 4-hour drive back to Sarajevo. 4-hour drive back to Sarajevo, and then we're gonna jump on a plane and be back in London. And hopefully edit the podcast.
Back out, man.
Literally
But
back to reality.
Eventful one, man. Sports, trips, traveling. Good chat, man. History. Good history, man.
What's that?
Sports, travel, history.
that one might have to be discussed in the next episode. If we can,
yeah,
innit?
that's episode 3. International from Bosnia Herzegovina. Out.
Love.
Like, follow, subscribe.
That's not getting in me.
Why am I the cocky? Why am I the cocky, daddy?
I think that was like an hour 45.
Hour 39.
I was close.